Hello guys, welcome to the Falcons Champions Trophy Silver Edition, match number 57 from Sulabiya Stadium. It was very unfortunate that we had heavy rains yesterday and the match was abandoned and hopefully today there is no rain expected. I feel it's just wind all around. We can see there is like so much wind and it is not affecting cricket in any which way. The outfield is very rapid. I think it is all because of the rain which we had yesterday. And in the previous game, it was reduced to 17 overs, and even with 17 overs, they managed scoring 170 runs. And so I really expect today's all the games to be very high scoring, I would say. For Thundercats, I was expecting them to be scoring somewhere closer to 156 or 158. But even though they lost a wicket earlier on, they don't seem to slow down with the intent, and they are going for it, and they know uh, they need to do because since the ground has been, the outfield is pretty fast, and the competition, the matches today are like high scoring. In order for them to be defending a good total, they should be aiming somewhere closer to 160 plus, I would say. Uh, with these two teams, we can see that Arabian Eagles are not the best one, and the Thundercats are dominating, especially even though they lost a wicket. We can see that win prediction says 68 percentage for Thundercats, so that clearly shows even losing a wicket that doesn't bring their winning probability down. So, in order for the Arabian Eagles to be back in the game, they need to take a few more wickets, I would say, at least another wicket before the end of power play so that they can start to put some pressure and maybe control the scoring. We have Husni coming back into his second over. He was the one who took a wicket earlier on in the first inning. And a lot of overthrows as well. As we speak, that that could have been an overthrow opportunity, and this is what we've been talking so far. That once the bowler bowls, he needs to take a position where he can make an opportunity for run out chance, but that is not what we are seeing so far. Thundercats and Arabian Eagles, both the teams have played three games each, and both the teams have won two games. So it is almost like they both the teams are in the same angle and same position. They need to both the team needs a win today. We'll have to see who gets the victory. But so far, with the three games they have played, Thundercats, they are averaging about 170 runs, and Arabian Eagles are also like around the same. So I don't think that this game is going to be one-sided, and it is going to be pretty much 50-50, I would say. I'm not agreeing with the win prediction what we have. So if you guys are joining us for this game, please let us know what are your comments in the poll, which is in the comment section, to give us your opinion on which team might win today. And I think it is going to be Arabian Eagles. We just have to wait and see. Ooh, another wicket-taking opportunity there. With two more balls left, Hussaini has been very controlling so far. Given away only 30 runs. That is not economical, but still, with the rate these two batsmen are going, he is trying to put some pressure and two dot balls. And I'm expecting another dot ball as well. As you speak, I think that is a dot ball, a quick sink between the wickets. Uh, Kantrap comes into strike now. Jude is a better batter in with these two batsmen if you compare. Jude, having faced 11 deliveries, he managed scoring 15 runs, whereas Kantrap was able to score only three runs. But he did not get an opportunity to face a lot of balls. He faced only four balls so far. So final delivery for the Hussein in the fourth over of the first innings. Ball in progress. Good defensive shot from Kandrap, and they end up taking a single there. Just 4 runs coming off this over. Sorry, 5 runs coming off this over, and the total score after 4 over mark is 34 for one. Kandrap at 4 runs. Jude on 15 runs. So let's just have a quick look on the batsman's capability and their performance so far in this in the career and in this particular competition as well. So with Thundercats, it is Kandrap Tushar opening, and Kandrap Tushar, he is a well experienced batter, I would say, averaging about 24 runs. He has taken 200 twice. He has taken a century, so I think with the with 24 being his average, I'm expecting him to be scoring at least 16 plus runs, 16 or 17 runs today. And with regards to Jude, he's a right-handed batsman. He's also very similar stats. Played almost same number of games as Kandrap, averaging about 23 runs. The highest total for him is 108. So yeah, both the players are having very similar stats. Both of them averaging about 23, 24 runs. So I'm expecting both the batters to be scoring at least 17 or 16 runs each from here. And I
I think
think
we've
Jude
got
can,
some comments on the chat there, Kritesh. I think there's a lot of support for Thundercats today.
yeah, I think so.
They're edging out our poll
Maybe
as well,
because that
57% so far in the 7 votes that we've had.
Mhm.
Everybody's backing Thundercats by the looks of it.
Yeah, I think maybe because they are all convinced with the way the win prediction is showing that Thundercats are in by 60 percentage, but I would not agree so because in the previous game, if you see today, we had Kashmir 11 play and they were the underdogs
Mm.
and they were not the favorites. Till the last ball, I think till the last over, they were not the favorites. They had to score almost 34 runs in the last 2 overs and they managed to score it and they ended up winning the game. So yeah, you can't underestimate anybody today. With the conditions on the ground after a heavy rain yesterday, it is a bit difficult for the fielders, I would say. We are seeing a lot of overthrows. But towards the last 2 overs in the previous game, they had at least two overthrows, and that's why they ended up losing the game.
I think everybody wants a little bit of that Thundercat action. So far, everybody's just backing Thundercats to win in the polls. Again, our percentage is very similar on the stream, as you can see, 59 to 41% favoring the Thundercats. Another
Yeah.
outside edge, but it's going to be just a quick single. Direct hit would have been closed by the reactions from the fielders there. Again, pretty good start so far. They still have an over in the power play left. Jude set himself up. And we could be looking at a pretty decent score if they don't lose any more wickets towards the end of that 12th over. Do you think that's important for them, Pritesh, to not lose any more wickets in the next few overs?
Yeah, I think the way these two have been playing, if they don't lose any wickets and if they manage to score, I think not losing any wickets is the main thing for them today because as you see, the ground conditions have changed after the heavy rain yesterday.
Hmm.
So I think today it is very easy for them to be scoring high total and so that they can defend it. So in order for them to be reaching that high total, what they aim for, at least 170 odd runs they should not lose any wickets until the end of 10th over, I would say. That
Yeah.
is what I would say because if they don't lose any wickets, and these two, obviously Jude is well set when compared to Kandrap. Kandrap can play an anchoring innings until he gets a bit settled and gets a bit comfortable with the bat. Until then, if Jude does the work of scoring runs, and Kandrap, in the meanwhile, if he gets settled, then I think these two are in for a very high total. And if they manage to score at least 80 runs at end of 10th over mark, that can bring the team into like
Yeah.
a very high total, I would say.
But I
As
think
will be great. They're showing some
it's
interest.
almost too important for them now in this
Mhm.
competition for all of the teams playing, isn't it? To
Yeah,
just get off to a great start and then to also like protect their wickets so that they don't end up having like a collapse during the middle overs between that 10th to 15th over period. We've seen it so often that settled batsmen almost throwing their wickets away as they get close to that 50, and then whoever comes after is struggling. And again,
Mhm.
just to get back to what you said before as well, Kritesh, the camera is shaking quite a bit, all
Yeah.
because of
It's
that heavy wind.
very windy out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a question from Manan asking who won the toss, and it is Thundercats who won the toss, and they've decided to bat first
Yeah.
today.
It's a smart strategy because even though it's pretty, cold now, the last thing you want to do is bat during that like midday period in Kuwait. Still the early mornings for them, so it's relatively, comfortable to bat in. But as you progress through the day, it's going to start getting a bit warmer again, a bit sunnier again. So the last thing you want to do is put yourself in that situation where you're batting under, difficult circumstances. But again, I think the pitch conditions also have a lot to do with that. You saw the previous innings, the last couple of overs, it was pretty easy for them to bat, and they chased down 34 runs in the last two overs. The big six attempted there, but didn't really get the connection. And it's just going to be a single. I think it's going to be a couple of runs in the end. So three singles and then two so far in this over. Husni going for quite a lot of runs. He's bowling with his beanie on, Kritesh. Maybe.
It's too cold out there. He's trying to protect himself because he needs to continue with the tournament as well, right? He can't be
I
risking his
don't,
health.
I don't blame him, but I feel like a beanie when it's double digits, probably not necessary. But
Yeah.
if he
Maybe he
wants
is
it,
having a cold, so
maybe.
because of the heavy winds, he doesn't want to risk his health, I would say.
Yeah.
Ooh, Jude is coming out of the crease. He's
There's a
trying to go
question
for
for
it.
you there, Kritesh. There's a question from Gagri.
What is the score prediction? And I said hailing in Middle East, says Gogri. So the score prediction for today is that we are expecting them to score at least closer to 170 plus, and my prediction is 172. What is your prediction, Goku, for today's game?
I mean, I had it slightly lower. I was thinking about 165, only because I
165.
was expecting a little bit of collapse in between. I was talking about it in the previous over as well. We see it quite a lot in this competition. Like around that 10th over mark,
Mm-hmm.
teams start losing their cool and they start trying too much, and they ended up losing their wickets. So hopefully that doesn't happen today. But if it does, I think they'll finish somewhere around 165 for the innings. I was thinking about 42, 43 for the power play, and they got out to a good enough start. They got to
Yeah.
45. So with that in mind, maybe another couple runs around maybe 168. Let's go 169 for the creative number
169.
for the
That's
innings.
that's a nice number, Gokul, you have chosen. So let's see if it is going to be. I think most of the time with the innings prediction, what happens is that Gokul comes with a number and I come with a number, and
Somewhere in
usually
between.
somewhere in between is where they score. So guys, if you are somebody watching us and if you want to have some prediction on innings, so you know where to go. It is just between 172 and 169. So maybe 170 is where
Yeah, I think
170 or
170.
171.
Yeah.
And if they end up scoring 170, Gokul, that'll be amazing. Let's just see. Because the previous game, the score was 170
Yeah, it
so
would
they
be a
had to chase
great
170.
prediction then.
Yeah, yeah. We just have to wait and see if they can score 170. There's Yogesh coming. Ooh. He's trying to have a look at the pitch because of a wide ball. He doesn't want to take the blame on himself. He's looking something's wrong with
That's
the pitch.
typical. I can definitely confirm that I've done that a couple of times as well in the past. Pritesh. Every time I bowl a wide, I
Not taking blame
immediately
on yourself.
look back at the crease to see, oh, maybe it was a slip or something like that. I did it once when I was bowling spin. I can assure you, my captain wasn't happy with me. He was asking, well, what are you looking at the crease for? As if that makes a difference for you, as if you can slip while bowling with a three-step run-up.
Yeah. Do you
It's
think
another wide.
because of the rain yesterday, there might be some like any changes to the outfield, and do you think
I think the
it
outfield
might
might
be
be a
very
little bit
difficult for
slower, but at the same time, it's
but I
been
think
very
Gokul
sunny, and we have seen that
because
over
of
the course of this tournament, in the afternoon games or the morning games,
Mhm,
the outfield
mhm.
just tends to be, a lot quicker than it normally is anyway. So I
Yeah.
think it might just balance out, and it might be normal for the first couple of games, but I think with the
Ooh,
night games,
how can you drop that catch? Come on, guys. Come on, that was going straight to the hands, and
yeah,
you can't be dropping it. You cannot be dropping it.
as a sitter.
That is this could be like a crucial game. That's why you need to take a beanie off, Gokul, as you mentioned.
It's been a couple of really bad balls followed by good balls, but he
Ooh, and then
just
there's a
is
swing
very
as well.
unlucky there to not
Yeah.
get the wicket in that early period. Again, getting back into the action, it's just he's getting a lot of movement, um, but he just needs to be consistent with his line and length. Who's the star batter today? Asks Gogri. I think there's a few uh,
Yeah.
batsmen that we need to keep our eye on. If you're looking at the players batting now as well, they look to be in good touch. Jude, especially, probably the more aggressive of the two batsmen. So
Yeah.
I think he is somebody who I probably want to keep my eye on.
Mhm. Uh, like you mentioned, Jude is the one well settled, whereas Kandrap is still struggling. He's
Hmm.
just trying to rotate strike and give it to uh, Jude as much as possible. And in the tournament so far, we also have Vineet Pushkal for Thundercats, who is
Yeah.
another capable batter.
But
And
again, if you look at Jude, he's got so much experience, right? And
mhm.
I think he's a wicket keeper as well. His high score is 135. He's got 6 centuries in the competition so far and 15 50s in the 113 games he's played. So he's a very experienced batsman. And unlike a lot of the other guys we see, he's very technical as well. He scores a lot of his runs in boundaries, not sixes, which is always an indicator of somebody who scores runs with minimum risk, trying to score maximum reward. And I think that's very important. Laleen Islam says, can you please share video? We have a link in the chat, Islam. You can click the link in the chat and watch the game for free on our website, cricketlaunch.tv. So unfortunately, we don't have the option to, because it's a live stream game, we don't have the option to put it on YouTube because of the streaming rights. But if you click on the link in the chat, you can watch it for free. You don't have to make an account or anything either, and it's ad free as well. It's basically like YouTube but without the ads. So just click on the link and you can watch the game for free. Oh, there's a lot of footy action in the boundary there. There's a Ronaldo chop actually working out this time in the fielder's favor. We see a lot of the times it not working out and it going for four or the player getting injured. But this time
it
was
works for them.
excellently timed Ronaldo chop to save it from going for a four. So there you go. Your idol's skills from FIFA are now being utilized in Kuwait's cricket leagues as well, Kritesh. Are you happy about that?
Definitely, I'm happy. And as Gogri asked, who was the star batter today? And I think with Thundercats, they have better batting lineup till like the middle order, till the end of middle order, I would say. They've got Santosh Kumar. They've also got Raghava Krishna, who is capable of scoring, and even Panneerselvam they've got. So all these batters, they've at least got another 3 or 4 batters who are capable of scoring at least 20 to 30 runs in average. So I still think if Arabian Eagles, they're not just 1 or 2 wickets away, they are at least 4 wickets away from controlling the scoring, I would say. That's why even though there was a wicket earlier on in the power play, the intent did not come down if you have noticed it. That is just to show that they are confident with the batsmen they have. Too much wind, Gokul, as we speak. I think the stems might fly off. The
I mean,
umpire is running
there's
away. I think
things from like the outside of the ground that's slowly coming in. I think there's a plastic cover or something on the pitch, and the umpire's trying to get rid of it. It's quite a lot of wind. Maybe the bales might fall off, Kritish. Who knows?
That's what I was also worried that what if the bales fall off because of the wind, and will that be given us out?
Shouldn't be, especially because they have reviews. The third umpire is there. That should be fine. I don't think it should be an issue. Ankush asks, who's strong team, Thundercats or Arabian Eagles? In my opinion, definitely Thundercats. Thundercats are just a team with a lot more quality. So Ankush, if you're asking me, I think I would say Thundercats. If you look at the predictions, on there and on the stream, 64% of our predictions software is leaning towards Thundercats, which basically puts them as the favorites. They have 9 wickets still in hand, and they're batting in good batting conditions. So I think they should be able to score runs pretty freely. If you look at the poll that we have in the chat as well, about 75% of the comment section also backing the Thundercats, just showing how basically everybody's behind Thundercats at this moment in time. Unless something crazy happens or collapse, I think Thundercats should realistically win this game pretty easily. Isn't the wind affecting the speed of the ball? So luckily, the wind is going across the ground, so it is not going against any of the balls that the bowlers are bowling. So there's no increase or decrease in the pace, but there is a little bit of lateral movement that's happening now because of the wind. Can Thundercats reach 170? I predicted 169, and Kritesh, the guy on the top right of your screen, or top right of your screen, he predicted 172. So I think our predictions are somewhere around that 170 mark. I think it won't change either. Do you think it's changed for you, Kritesh? I think it's still around 172.
I'm still standing with 172 as my prediction for today's innings, Gokul.
So Kritesh's prediction is 172, and my prediction is 169, and neither of us have changed it. So there's a good chance that they'll get to 170, especially if they don't lose any wickets in the next couple of overs. Vikram, hello Vikram, nice to have you back. I think it's been a few days. We were unavailable for the streams on YouTube for the past week or so. It's nice to see that you joined back with us. Ankush says you're also hoping for 170. So there we go. We have another person who's backing our prediction there around 170.
170, yeah.
And
Yeah,
Ankush, I think that's a
good to
really
hear that.
smart prediction, and I think it
Yeah.
probably will be true. When we were looking at the stats, I think these teams, when they played against each other, I think Thundercats were the favorites in the past couple of meetings between them in the previous competition as well in the first edition. So I think that's a really smart choice. In the mornings, it's easier to bat in this competition. The second innings in the night game is where it gets difficult to bat. So I think you're definitely right, and I hope your prediction comes true as well. Vikram says it's very sunny today in Zambia. Wish the same for you. It's not sunny for us. It's very cloudy and cold in the parts of India where we are, talking from, where we're streaming from. But happy that you are having a very nice, bright, Friday morning in Zambia. I'm pretty sure it's very early for you, so happy that you've joined us very early in the morning. Hope you're having a really wonderful start to your weekend as well. Do let us know as well, guys, what your predictions are by clicking the team to your backing, who you think will win the game in the chat as well. And if you haven't subscribed already to our YouTube channel, feel free to do that as well, guys. We're getting close to that 400 mark now.
Yeah.
Also, feel free to
I
click the
think
link in the chat and watch the game live or for free on our website, cricketlaunch.tv. If you don't have the stream up already, it's the fastest stream in the world, guys. It's fully free and it's ad free as well. So you pay no money, and it's basically better than watching a game on like YouTube or anything. You're not interrupted by ads as well. Sorry there, Pradesh. What were you saying?
so. Yeah, with the three games they have played so far in this
Yeah.
tournament, with Thundercats team, the first two games were very low scoring, and it was very disappointing for
Yeah.
them. But even though it was low scoring, I think they managed to win it. I'm not quite sure what happened there. But in the last game which they played, they ended up scoring 177 runs. So that clearly shows that they are capable of scoring
Yeah, and they're
170
in good
runs.
form as well. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, this time the footy skills are not working out, and it's gone for a boundary. So, again, kids, if you're watching, you need to remember you should not try to field with your legs.
Legs.
It's no use. You're just putting yourself in a risky position for injuries. It's another single. So the smart batting from Jude, getting a boundary, taking a single very next ball. Kandar, I think you can see maybe he probably might start going for it a bit more aggressively now against Yogesh. It's a wide ball. It could have actually gotten the Suns not that far away. So
I think
maybe
the thought for him is that after facing 19 balls and he's unable to deliver what he is supposed to, he's trying to show some like pressure on it. He's showing whatever pressure is on his shoulder. He's trying to
Yeah.
show it. Maybe that he might end up losing his wicket as well. So that is where you need to be a bit careful, not take any risky shots.
Yeah.
Play only when you're confident that you can make a good contact and end up scoring boundaries. If not, I would recommend not to go for any risky shots because there is some pressure as well, right, on him. Jude is performing well, and whereas Kandrap is unable to do what he is supposed to do. We know that he is very capable batter, just that he's just taking some time. And I also think this is his first game of this tournament so far. The last three games Thundercats have played, they haven't brought Kandra, and this
Yeah.
is the first game he is playing. That also shows that there is some pressure on him. Pyro Legend says, who's likely to get out next? So, by the looks, Pyro, if you see, Kandrap is at 17 runs after facing 20 deliveries, whereas Jude, he has faced 23 deliveries and he scored 30 plus runs. So that clearly shows that Jude is a well-settled batter and he is not taking any risks. Whereas Kandrap, having faced a lot of balls and unable to deliver what he is supposed to, now he's showing some intent as well. So when the intent increases, that also comes with the wicket taking chances. So I feel it is more like 60% chance, or more than 60%. I would say at least 64% chance for Kandrap to be next man out here, and Jude is a well settled batter, so I'm not expecting him to lose his wicket unless something crazy happens.
65 for 1 is the prediction there. Do you think that's I think you're watching the stream very slowly. It's 69 for 1. I think he's about 5 balls behind. You should be watching the game live on our website, cricketlaunch.tv, and you'll get the latest updates. So I'll put the link in the chat. Feel free to watch the game live on our website. The score is 69 for 1. I think you're about 4 or 5 balls behind there. Anon asks, "Kaun jeetega?" I think from this position, I still think Thundercats will win.
Yeah,
Thundercats are definitely favorites. Unless something crazy
definitely.
happens, I think Thundercats
Def
should win the game.
So yeah, with no wickets lost, I told you, Gokul, that if they
Mm.
manage to score somewhere closer to 80 runs
Yeah.
with no wickets lost in the end of 10 over mark,
Mm.
then they are in for 170 plus runs and they can win this game very easily. So that
Just
is
to let
what
you know as
we are
well,
up to now.
Pritesh, we're at 369 subscribers.
Ooh, very similar number to what you predicted for the innings as well.
Yeah, just a couple hundred less. But thank you guys for all of the subscriptions.
Yeah,
Seen a lot of subscribers in the past couple of weeks. Really happy to see that as well. Thank you guys.
yeah.
Again, what do you think you have to say for these bowlers, Pritesh? Because now the batsmen for the next few overs, it looks like they're just happy to take singles and doubles. They're still getting that odd boundary every 2 overs, so they're going at a good rate and they're not losing wickets. Do you think?
I think what they should do now is that Arabian Eagles they should try to bring in spinners
Yeah,
back to back from both the ends, and that could be very effective. We're not seeing that in the previous game which we covered, Gokul. We
yeah.
saw. I'm not quite sure which team it was, but they did not use pacer even for like two
Yeah.
overs. Almost 18 overs was bowled
I
by
think that was
spinners, and
Almula exchange, if I
yeah,
remember correctly.
Al Mulla exchange, yeah, right.
Yeah. And they ended up winning the game
So,
as well. And I think it's a smart shout on the second innings for those evening games just to
mhm,
play with,
yeah.
just spinners. Only thing is, I don't think it quite works out when it's the afternoon days, afternoon games, because you don't tend to get that much turn um, in these games. But again, I think just to get the pace off the ball,
Mhm.
make the batsman take the risks, I think it makes sense. Is Vikram asks, is Pola Yadi playing for Thundercats? So unfortunately, I don't think he is playing today. I didn't see his name in the squad, so I'm not quite sure if he's a young player who is coming into the like the scene. Vikram Nate
No.
is referring to maybe he played one of the previous games. I couldn't see him in the squad list, so I don't think he's
Mhm.
playing today. Maybe it was raining pretty heavily in the Middle East and he wasn't able to make it. So
Mhm.
maybe for some of the future games he might be playing.
Yeah.
Have you heard of this player, Kritesh Polayadi?
No, I'm not aware of this player. Who is this Polayadi?
I'm not sure. I think Vikram knows him really well, so I think we're
Okay.
just waiting to see. But there's a lot
Mhm.
of other exciting players. Obviously, one of them batting right now, Kandar, the youngster.
Yeah.
I think he's one of the under 18 players that we were referring to earlier on in the competition. Kritesh. Most teams
Mm.
have one or two
I
under
think
18
almost
players.
every team has, yeah, as you mentioned, Gokul, almost every team has like a few underrating players. If
Yeah,
not on the playing 11, at least I'm
in
quite
the
sure that
squad.
they
Yeah.
have, yeah, definitely they have them in the
Which is
squad.
very, very nice. I really like to see that because I can see that they're developing cricket in Kuwait and they're doing it in a very good way. I think he's 17 by the looks of it, and he hasn't played a game like you mentioned before in this competition. But overall in Kuwait, he's played 95 matches and he's got a couple of hundreds and 750s. So very young, exciting player. I think his only weakness is that he's not able to score runs quickly. His strike rate is just about that 100, strike rate, which is
Yeah.
obviously not that great, but obviously he's a youngster, so I'm sure he will change. Thank you for sharing the live link. I was searching for match live, says Ankush. No worry, Ankush. Happy that you're enjoying. Like we said as well, there's no ads, and we want to make it so that people can watch cricket and enjoy cricket without having to pay money for it. So we're trying to grow our streams. We started with cricket in the UAE. We had a couple of tournaments in Abu Dhabi, it was Abu Dhabi D10, and a tournament in Sharjah. And now we have grown it. We're covering all of the three divisions of the Falcons Champions Trophy in Kuwait. We were covering the West African T20 in the West African region and Uganda T20 Pro Max League as well. So we're basically adding on more competition. So if you want to watch any of these games on our website for free, just make sure you save the link in your chat and you'll be able to do so. Ankush says 10 over 75 for one. Yeah, that's the score. Thank you for putting it in the chat as well. I really appreciate it. Kandar, he looks like a good batsman though. She's playing very good, technically like solid cricketing shots. It's just that I think maybe his age and lack of
Yeah.
aggression probably not suited for this competition, but I'm sure as he grows, maybe once he's reaching 20, 22 years old, he can be like a very exciting prospect for this Kuwaiti national team as well.
Yeah, definitely, Gokul. I don't think just Kandar, but there's so many youngsters as well.
Yeah.
Whoever is playing in this game, they were looking for this overthrow opportunity. How was it that the bowler is unable to get the ball in hand? So many overthrows of it. I think from today morning, from the morning game, we have seen at least 3 or 4
Four overthrow.
overthrows, more
Yeah,
than that, yeah,
definitely.
easily.
Definitely.
Yeah. So I think that is what something they need to work on when they are scoring. I think with 3 more deliveries to go, my prediction of them scoring 80 plus in the 10 over mark is coming true with no wickets lost. Ooh, that is a wide. That is a wide. Pyrogen says overthrown extras. Yeah, that is what they need to be controlling now. So
Yeah.
many overthrows and so many extras. And if they control that, I
Yeah.
think they
Just as
can
you were
save at
saying,
least
Pritesh,
20
there's
runs.
another extra there. So the extras keep piling on this team.
That's all. As we talk about this extras and overthrows, and if they try to control this, they might end up controlling 20 runs at least overall, and
Yeah.
not giving away any extras. That doesn't mean that they are controlling the scoring. That also means that putting some pressure on the batsman, and the batsman need to do the scoring rather than expecting it from extras or
Mhm.
overthrows. And you see today, they are they are planning to go for the second run, expecting it to be an overthrow. So that
Mhm.
clearly shows that they are expecting an overthrow almost every run they take. So
Because I
you can't be
think
giving that.
that's good, game awareness.
Hmm.
A lot of the time you see teams when they realize that the fielding is not up to the mark,
Hmm.
they try to push the fielders even more, which could cause more misfields, more overthrows, because they're trying to, almost physically not make those errors, and they end up making those errors because they're
Yeah.
overthinking. So I
Hmm.
think that's very smart batting, and it's been very good, communication between Judah and Kandar. A lot of ones and twos. Announcers extras ka raj hai. Yeah, I think what happens is when a bowler, especially again, you guys need to remember the conditions are very difficult for a pace bowler as well today. A lot of wind. So if you get your line slightly wrong, it
Hmm.
becomes very easy for it to go wayward, and then you're almost trying to overcompensate. But then what you can't afford is misfields and overthrows, and I think that they have to. There's no excuses for that. That they
Yeah.
have to prevent. We saw drop catch as well earlier. That could have caused a little bit more concerns. It was Jude's wicket as well. They would have got if they hung on to that catch. So realistically, they should be doing better in that sense as well.
Definitely, Gokul. I think bringing in Rajdeep was a bit uh, controlling, even though he gave away overthrow and an extra. Still, they ended up scoring only 6 runs from this over. So I feel it is a bit it's a bit controlling now, and I think they are bringing more spinners. It's still very windy out there.
Yeah.
The Anand says I put our prediction for over 170, and that is what we are expecting as well.
Yeah.
I'm not clearly sure why Arabian Eagles are still 43 percentage because
Mhm.
if you see in the last 3 games they have played, the last 2 games they ended up scoring 172 and 184. So that shows they are capable of
But
batting
do
and
you
they are
do you
capable of
think
scoring
it's
heavy.
probably because the conditions are really good to bat on? So I think they might be looking at that potentially being the case.
Maybe, yeah. I think that is why, even though Thundercats they were unable to score in the last 3 games, they are favorites because they have a better batting lineup. And with Arabian Eagles, if you see, the last 2 games they played is against Ashes and Challenging Stars, and I don't think that they are like one of the best teams, I would say, with their stats, if you look. So, having played against 2 teams who are not as strong as them and ended up scoring 184 and 172, doesn't mean that they can score against Thundercats because with Thundercats, they've got a better bowling lineup as well. Let me have a quick look with the bowling lineup they've got. And I'm clearly sure that they've got like almost 3 or 4 bowlers who are very economical. And I think with the win prediction also needs to consider that how many spinners you've got in the innings. And I
Hmm.
think if they have got like 2 or 3 spinners, then it could be very much favoring the team who has got more spinners. And with the Arabian Eagles, I do not see any spinners. That is another footy skill attempted, but unable to reach there on time. Ended up going for a four there. That's why we keep telling that, come on, please don't put your feet to save the boundaries. Try it in some other way. Maybe dive. I think they're afraid to dive in this ground. I've never
Yeah.
seen any dive safe for the boundary so
Say
far.
that, but we've seen a lot of like one-handed, catches, stunners in this competition. So I think that's something that you need to keep in mind, because you shouldn't underestimate them. Again, just because we had a few people asking in the chat earlier on as well as to how to watch this game live, where to watch it live. I put the link to watch the game for free in the chat. So if you
Mhm.
guys don't actually have the stream up, feel free to click the link in the chat. You can watch the game for free. It's in HD on our website, cricketlaunch.tv. There's no ads. You don't need to make an account or anything either. So it's basically just free to watch. And it's also the fastest stream in the world, guys. So if you watch it on our website, you can watch it faster than anywhere else in the world. Um, and you'll be, up to date. I think we had somebody earlier on who was maybe about 4 or 5 balls behind when they were talking to us.
Yeah.
And after the stream, I think it was Ankush who said that he's really happy. He was searching for the stream everywhere, but he wasn't able to find it. So happy that Ankush had a good time. I think Anon and Gaudri also enjoyed, the stream yesterday. So happy that you guys are having a great time watching the streams live on cricketlaunch.tv. Yeah, just getting back into the game. They've had this consistency of scoring ones and twos, right? And they've
Mhm.
also got 1 or 2 boundaries every over. So I think
Yeah,
from a batting perspective, they look very comfortable, don't they, Pritesh?
definitely they are comfortable. So, why they can't be comfortable, I would say, because having not lost any wickets and getting to that 80 mark end of 10th over, that clearly shows that they are well settled and they are comfortable. And anytime soon, we might expect them to be going a bit aggressive. As we
Yeah.
speak, there is a boundary coming. So, yeah, I think slowly we might see some
Yeah.
change in the intent and they might try
Great
scoring
shot,
runs.
great shot. Steve Smith-esque shot
Good
from Kangar
shot.
there. A couple of bounces and over the rope for a boundary, but solid batting so far from the two of them, and especially Kangar. He's come into this team as a youngster, inexperienced at this level, obviously playing with adults now. It's a completely different ball game. And he's looked
Yeah.
very solid. He's looked compact. He's not played any wayward shots.
Now,
He struggled to score runs,
yeah.
but unlike a lot of the older players as well that we see in the league, he's not trying to overcompensate. So he still made sure that he played the smart shots and
Mhm.
batted with confidence, and then it's worked out for him. Now he's in a position where he's able to bat without the fear of scoring runs. He's going just below run a ball, and I'm sure he'll be able to catch up to run a ball as well. And the projected score now up to 155 on stream, and I think
I
maybe
think
even
it is definitely more
175
than,
possible now.
yeah, definitely. I think 170 is still possible, Gokul, because we can see Kandra, he was struggling earlier on. Now that he's gotten settled, he's trying to go a bit with high intent and he is getting some boundaries there. So, also you need to consider that Jude is about to reach that 50 run mark. And once he does that, then we might see a more intentful batting from Jude as well. So both the batters going with full intent, with wickets in hand. Uh, So definitely, the ground is also favoring the batsman. I would say it is very much favoring the batters. And the outfield today, after the rain, you usually expect it to be slow, but it is pretty fast. I would say. So yeah, everything is favoring the batsman. So easily 170 plus runs is
Yeah.
possible from here. Until and unless there is some magical collapse with the Thundercats team.
Which
Uh,
unfortunately for the Eagles, I just don't see it happening. I don't see
as you
like a
speak,
collapse like
Gokul,
that.
the bales flew away because of
Oh
the
my
wind.
God. I did say that it's going to happen, guys. So unlike normal people, we're also predicting
The bales
non-cricketing
flying off.
outcomes during the game. So if anybody wants to know non-cricketing outcomes as well, I said a few overs ago that the bales probably will fall off as well because of the wind that it has fallen off.
That's
So
one.
there you go, guys. This is what happens when you tune into the YouTube chat. You get to know everything that's going to happen. We don't. What is the saying? If
We don't
we
just
don't
talk.
commentate, we
Yeah.
predict.
Yeah, definitely. We're not just here to talk about some random cricket stuff. We are here to tell you the exact outcomes which is coming up. And I've predicted that there's going to be no wicket loss, and the score is about to be closer to 80 coming out of 10th over. That happened, and Gokul predicted that the score end of power play is going to be more than 40 runs, and we did get there. So, guys, our predictions are coming right. So please let us know your predictions as well in the comment section. So we'll see whoever's prediction is coming right today. So it is Rajdev coming into a second over. Still very controlling so far. Just 4 runs given away with 2 more deliveries to go. Jude, come on. Come on. Get a six. Get the 15 style. We don't want some singles.
Please don't
Yes,
lose
take
the
the
wicket
single.
though. I think that's the important bit. He's done so well
Yeah.
to get to this place
He
in
doesn't
the
want to mess it up.
exactly. I think you're the reason why half of these people end up losing their wickets before they get to 50 because you keep praying that they try to hit a big shot and score their 50 in
But they
style, but
ended
they
up,
ended up losing their wickets. So
yeah.
let's just hope. Could go for 175 says Gaudri. I definitely agree with you
I
there.
think, yeah,
I
possible
think
because,
the longer they stay without losing wickets, I think that it becomes more and more likely that they can push to that
yeah,
150, sorry, 175. If no
if
wicket
no
goes,
wickets
yeah,
go, yeah, yeah,
exactly.
definitely,
So I think
definitely agree.
we all
That is
agree with
a
that, and the chat agrees as well. 75% of the chat now, out of the 44 votes, backing the Thundercats.
Thundercats, yeah.
An interesting attempted shot there is going to be wide. It's going to be more runs as well. I think it's going to be a couple of runs. So 3 runs and extra ball for Rajdeep. I think he probably got a bit unsettled with the movement from Kandar there. So smart batting from Kandar, almost forcing the error from the bowler, and then obviously getting rewarded really well as well with the 3 runs for his team.
But also,
Again,
Gokul, as we were talking about 170 mark, we can see that after the 10th over, the scoring unit has slowly come down and they are scoring only about 6 to 7 runs in an over. But I think this usually happens in the T20 cricket, right? After 10 over mark, usually the 7th and 8th over coming out of power play is a bit low scoring. And then during this stage where after coming out of 10th over, till like maybe 14th over, they go into a bit conservative mode and then they go on with full intent for the last 6 overs. And I think that is what we might be seeing. That is the pattern, I think so, because now in
yeah.
the last 3 overs, we saw them scoring only 6 to 7 runs each. And yeah, no intent so far, not a single boundary in the previous over as well. So I think maybe for the next over or so, we might expect them to be a bit conservative, saving their
Yeah,
wickets, and
for
they
sure.
might go after it after the 15 over mark, I would say.
Yeah, I think do you also consider potentially the fact that when you look at this team
Hmm.
uh, with bigger hitters to come, it probably like once both of these guys get to their 50s, they should just start
Yeah.
playing, you know, a very aggressive brand of cricket. They shouldn't try to rotate striker or anything. They should just run for
Yeah,
everything,
definitely,
make
definitely,
everything.
because definitely after getting to the 50 mark, I don't see any
Yeah,
point of them playing a bit conservative because what is the point? You have the wickets in hand. For you to be defending a good total, you need to score at least 170 plus, and in order to reach that point, you have to go aggressive. There is no other option you have in your hands. You need to go aggressive, and I think definitely I feel that they both will go aggressive
yeah.
as soon as they get to that 50 mark. And I think, do you think this win might have any impact on the cricket being played?
I think definitely from a batting perspective, because of the wind, the ball's going to move around a little bit more. It's going to
Mhm.
make it that slightly bit more difficult to judge. And the
Mhm.
forecast today for the rest of the day is basically just more wind anyway.
Mhm.
So everybody's just predicting wind all the way around. It's a quick single. Um, but again, I think as a bowler, you have to be a bit more wary of your line because the wind's going to make your ball
Mhm.
move more than you
Yeah.
probably wanted, especially with a new ball. We saw that in this innings as well. A lot of extras in that first, 5 6 overs in the power play because of the wind, and the
Mhm.
bails fall off again. So sorry, the
Yeah.
balls fell off his hand this time.
Balls, yeah, balls, yeah.
So I think from both the batter and the bowler's perspective, that's a bit more challenging. And from a fielder's perspective, especially for the aerial balls, it's going to be very hard because the ball's going to be moving all over the place. The third time this over, where Ishad's had to almost stop his run up, and this time the bail falls. Kritesh.
With
So a couple of times the bails
yeah,
fall. Once the ball falls, everything's
yeah.
falling.
Everything
Uh,
is falling. The
yeah, they're
only
not
thing
even
not
able to
falling
keep the
is
bails.
wickets, Gokul. The only thing not falling is wicket.
Exactly. They're not even able to keep the bails back on because as soon as they
Yeah.
keep it back on, it's falling. The camera looks like it's going to fall off as well. The umpires are discussing should they go off, I think, because of the amount of wind. So maybe, just maybe, they might be going off, Kritesh. They are talking to see if that's necessary.
I think
Uh,
they're gonna play without the bales, Gokul. I think that is
oh
what is
yeah,
happening. Without the
yeah.
bales, they're
They're
playing.
playing. They're playing without the bails. I don't think you can play with the bails on
Yeah.
because of
No.
how easy
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is for it to fall off. So I think good call from the umpires there. It's better than just going off altogether.
That is true. There we go. The beanie guy is there. Saved it this time. I think they put him back to the boundary because he is unable to take the catches in this 30-yard circle. They told him, "You better go back and stand. Please, even though if you draw a catch, don't leave it for a boundary." Ooh, good shot attempted. That is the beanie man. He collects it and gives it straight to the wicket keeper, and just a single coming off that delivery. So far, only 3 runs coming from this over, and 2 more deliveries to go, guys, from the 14th over. It'll be very funny if that happens. Broad tactics. Oh, and Siraj. I'm not quite sure what he's
So I
saying.
think usually Broad and Siraj they change the bails when the wicket's not falling right to bring
Okay.
luck in their favor. But I don't know how that
Oh.
makes sense now because there's no bails in the first place to
There's
exchange.
no. That is true. So
Really well
it
played,
might
but
be pretty
should have been.
difficult, right, when there is like a run out chance or something like that. It might be very difficult to see when the bails come off.
I think
Maybe, yeah, might be a bit, not too much
it
impact on
depends
that.
on how close it is, I guess.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it'll just
definitely.
depend on that.
Ooh, good fielding there. Good fielding, good fielding. He is so happy with the way he fielded. You see him getting up with that big smile on his face because of the way he stopped the ball going from boundary. So, end of 14th over, the score is 108 for one, guys. Jude on 48 and Kandra on 37.
Yeah.
Both of them slowly climbing to that 50-run mark. And
A couple of votes
after
now going
14th
in the
over,
favor of the Eagles, Kritesh, in the chat. Thundercats
yeah.
percentage from 78 is coming down to 73. Do you think you agree with that? Do you think that should be the case, or
Because Gokul, what you need to consider now is that they scored 80 runs coming out of 10th over, and if you're scoring 80 runs, which means you're going in like 8 rate, right? So in order for them to continue that, they should score at least 110 plus coming out of 14th over. Whereas now we see that they are not even close to that 110, they're 108, and from this point, with 6 more overs to go, until unless they go more than 10 run and an over,
hmm,
you don't see them getting to that 170 mark, and that is what they should be aiming at. Slowly, the run is also coming down. The innings run is also coming down, I feel.
yeah, definitely, I agree with that as well. I think everybody's predicting the innings because obviously they only have 6 overs left. The question now is, can they score at 10 runs and over from now?
That is what they should be aiming at now, I would say,
Yeah,
because
at least.
yeah, at least minimum for them to get to that 170
Yeah.
mark. Because Arabian Eagles, they're not less than Thundercats because they've scored 180 and 170. That is a no ball, and I think that could be a boundary. No, there is a fielder there.
So it's a great start to the last 6 overs for the Thundercats, getting a no ball. I think what they should do now, like you said, is just go after everything. I think that's Jude's 50. Uh, so with the 50, Jude will be happy with himself. He probably just wants to get going now with the scoring. The projected score on the stream is 155, obviously going based on the scoring rate, which is 7.76, which is not anywhere near what they should be aiming at. But I have a good feeling that they're going to go a lot more aggressive from now on, especially Jude after getting to his 50. Kandar, again, I know he's a youngster, he's only 13 runs away from his 50, but we need to see a little bit of selflessness from him now. He shouldn't be trying to score the 50
Yeah,
at the cost of
he
slowing
can't
his
be
team down.
expecting 50 now. I think he is showing intent. He is not a bit
Yeah.
selfish there. that is good batting
Good
from
to
him, I
see.
would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think another thing that we need to keep in mind, guys, is anybody in the chat is trying to keep updates. Sorry, is trying to get live updates for this game. Feel free to watch the match live on the website cricketlaunch.tv. The link is in the chat. It's also the pinned comment to the chat. You'll be able to watch the game for free in HD. It's also the fastest stream in the world, guys. So nobody in the world has a faster stream than us on our website. So you can watch the game for free in our chat. Getting back into the action, fourth ball of the over, outside the off stump, almost on the wide line there from Rajdeep. Sorry, it's just a single. Jude not able to connect as well as he wanted to. So, just as a quick reminder, Kritish, that first ball wasn't given a no ball. So I think it's a mistake from the
Yeah, I think
umpires there.
umpire, yeah, that should have been given us a no ball there because that is a boundary coming from Kandra, and I think he is the one going to be reaching that 50 with style there,
Yeah.
Gokul.
At this
That
rate. I mean,
boundaries.
he's played that shot a couple of times and he's moved outside off stump and used the pace of the bowler. And smart batting, he's utilizing the fact that there's no fielder in deep square leg, preventing any potential risks. Maybe you could have a fine deep square leg for him. He's played that shot a couple of times, so maybe that's something that they should keep in mind as a team. Better choices when it comes to fielding positions. But that boundary all of a sudden making the over very expensive for the Arabian Eagles. They've already got to 9 runs with a ball to go, and another boundary
Yeah,
keeps them in track for what we expected at that
I think
180, sorry, 170 mark.
at least one boundary they should be expecting every
I was
over
given
for
as a
them to
six,
get.
Kritesh. They've
That
changed
is a
it.
six, yeah.
They've changed it as
Ooh,
a
I think that
six.
could be another boundary, but there is a fielder, there is a beanie man saving it.
Beanie man.
Just a single. I think they will end up running for two there. Yeah, that is a
Yeah,
two.
that's a great shot, a great
Yeah,
pickup
so
shot by
13 runs coming up
Kandra.
this over, Gokul.
Yeah,
As you said that
13
they should
runs.
be going 10 plus in every over. They
Yeah.
have done it, and that is good to see. At least a boundary every over
Yes,
that keeps them
this is what I
alive
was
with.
saying, Kritesh. All of a sudden, Kandar looks like he's going to get to his 50 relatively at the
Easily.
same pace as Jude. So the last couple of overs, you've seen a really good shift in his
So the
intent,
shift, yeah, definitely
and
shift in intent.
he's done really well.
Initially, Jude was the one scoring boundaries, whereas now Jude has gone to that conservative mode, and Kandrap is
Mm.
doing the work. So yeah, I think we might expect few more. Even though he is at 46, he doesn't mind going a bit aggressive. And on the meanwhile, if he loses his wicket also, I don't think he cares because he got that 46 runs, and that is what you need now. And if you bring a new batter with much experience, and he can come in and go a bit aggressive. So as we speak, that is an aggressive shot attempted, but just a single brings Kandra up into strike. Ooh, a bit miscommunication, but they
No,
are safe. They are safe. They
Gowri,
are safe.
it's the same stadium, it's still Sulabiya ground. So all of the cricket in this competition is always played in the Sulabiya ground in Kuwait. So it's always the same ground.
Yeah,
They don't change it. It looks a bit different today. It looks a bit greener today, Kritish. Don't you think the outfield
yeah,
looks very
definitely.
evenly green? Probably the effects of yesterday's
Yesterday's
thunderstorms.
rain. Yeah,
All the Middle Eastern regions yesterday, based on what I heard, was affected by very strong thunderstorms,
you
heavy
can see
winds
this
as well.
Kandrap back to back going for a very similar shot, and every bowler end up bowling to the same direction. So I think if you're a bowler, that is what you need to look out for. He is going to go for the same shot,
He's
and
going
you
to
can't be
utilize
bowling.
the
Yeah,
pace that you're bowling at. Maybe you can bowl a slow ball, a cutter if you feel like he's going to try playing that shot. You might get a top edge or something like that.
yeah.
They need something at this point, the Eagles, because nothing's going in their favor. They've only got the one wicket so far, and that they got earlier in the power play as well. So since the wicket in the power play, they haven't been able to do anything. Very few dot balls. These two have really good communication between the two of them. A lot of ones and
Another
twos.
shot from Kandrap, and
Yes, Gogri, they have removed the
unfortunately,
bails. So Gogri has have they removed the bails. They've removed the bails because
yeah,
of how heavy the wind is.
he win this.
It's a great shot there again on the leg side. It's between the two fielders, but they're just about going to cover it up, and they get a couple of runs again. So excellent, excellent running. No balls wasted. Very few dot balls, and they still managed to get the odd boundary in the over. They've only
Yeah.
got the 5 runs on the over so far. Maybe another couple of boundaries needed
Ooh, I
if
think
they want to keep in track.
I think they should be expecting to, as you mentioned, that they should be expecting a boundary every ball. They end up going for 2 runs. I think so. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
they
think
get
that is a
two.
two with one more ball left in this over.
Yeah. But again,
Jude
poor fielding,
Kandrap got to his 50 Gokul. He
50.
got this
Yeah.
51 runs. So
And
definitely,
he's taken the same amount of balls. Sorry, he's
yeah,
taken one ball extra than Jude to get to that 50. So
50.
he's done really well to bat with the experienced batter like Jude and keep up the scoring rate.
There comes a
Really
boundary, but no.
excited with Kanda today. Batted really well, professional innings. They needed a
At one
boundary that
point,
last ball, but they didn't
Gokul,
get it. Yeah,
at one point, if you had seen, it was like both the batters having faced very similar amount of balls.
yeah.
Kandrap was half the mark of what Jude had scored. So it's a good comeback from Kandrap, I would say. And he's a bit tired after going for so many runs in the previous over. Yeah, we can see that he is a bit tired, and he is the one who is going to be facing this over. And I think with him on strike, we might expect a boundary this over. Too much wind, and yeah, definitely there is so much wind, but I think it is not affecting them in any which way. And Anand is asking, will they get 170? Yeah, easily, I think so. With four more overs to go, 40 runs required, and they are going more than 10 now. So it is possible, I would say. Ooh, there is a wild swing and miss. I think he has lost his energy, Gokul. He is drained away after going for so much runs in the previous
Yeah.
over.
And they're also
Back to back
running
running.
quite a bit on this. So I think
Yeah.
for a youngster, it may make sense that he's going to eventually burn out a little bit in this innings. I think his goal was to get to the 50 mark, and he put a lot of effort to get to that 50, and you can see that it's basically slowed him down a bit there. But
Yeah.
he does the smart thing there, takes the single, gives it to Jude, who can be the aggressor from now on. Again, just to let you guys know as well, a lot of people
Ooh,
in the
that is a
chat
six.
had
As we
asked.
speak, there comes a six, Gokul.
Yeah. A lot of
That is a
people in the
six.
chat had asked where to watch this game live earlier today. So if you want to watch this game live, feel free to go to cricketlaunch.tv. The link is in the chat. It's the pinned comment in the chat as well. You can watch the game for free in HD, uninterrupted viewing, so no ads. And it's also the fastest stream in the world. So there's no better place in the world to keep up to date with the scores and watch the game live than cricketlaunch.tv. So feel free to go and check it out there, guys, and do let us know what your opinions are as well about the website. And just to get back to the cricket, you said that Kritish, he got the six there, and they run very aggressively. They get a couple of runs as well. So
You see, now that Kandrab is a bit exhausted,
mm,
Jude is doing the
he's
work,
taken the
and
bulk of the
he
responsibility.
is going a bit aggressive there. And I think, yeah, just a single of this delivery, and
Yeah,
with
for sure.
one more delivery to go in this over, they already got that 10-run mark. And I
Mm.
think if there is a boundary, it is going to be a bonus for them.
Yeah, but Jude probably should have done better there. He got a full toss
Ooh,
out
that is
slow, so
another very aerial shot attempted. Nobody, they couldn't take the catch, and I think they might be pushing for two, and they end up getting the two way quite comfortably.
yeah.
So 12 runs of this over, guys. After 17 over, this run is 141 for one, Jude 63, whereas Kadrab 55. The partnership so far, if you see, 122 runs of 90 balls.
Yeah.
Great partnership from these two.
Great partnership from the two of
Yeah.
them. You have to applaud the youngster as well. You can see his photo there on the screen.
Yeah, how's
He's just turned 17, and for a 17-year-old to keep up, scoring with somebody like Jude, it's probably one of the better batsmen in the Thundercats team.
Yeah.
It's really great. Kandap seems very young. He is very young. I thought
He is
he's
very young.
17, from what I could find out. So it's great to see a youngster, a 17-year-old, perform at a really good level in this competition. So I'm really happy for him.
So Ashish Chaudhary had asked, will under 165? I don't think under 165 is the score
Yeah.
what we expect. I
I'm
think it
looking
is
at
going to be
169.
over
Kritish is looking
170.
at 170 as well. So I
Yeah.
think probably over 170 from now, considering that 3 overs, they're going at about 10
Ooh,
runs
that is a
over the
wicket,
last few
Gokul.
overs.
As we speak, Jude lost his wicket.
Yeah, but again, they wouldn't mind that though, because you have fresher batsmen who come into the crease now,
Definitely.
and they have no worries of wicket. They've got 8 wickets still in the bank. I still think they'll get over 165.
Yeah,
And
I
probably
still
around
feel
170.
170 plus is what I feel now, Gokul. Easily.
Yeah,
They can get to
definitely.
that 170
Just
plus,
waiting to
Ashish.
see
So
who the
under
new batsman is.
165 is not what we expect, and it's not what we predict. So There's going to be more than 170. They dropped easy catches, but this one they got. Yeah, Gogri. Easy catches. It was the beanie man who was unable to take it, but the cap guy ended up taking the catch. So if you're looking out, if the ball is going straight to the beanie man, he can't take the catches. And Ashish Chaudhary has, so please tell me this is fixed league or not. Ashish Chaudhary, we have covered a lot of games in this tournament so far, and nothing felt a bit suspicious for us. So we are not expecting this to be fixed, and we feel it is genuine because it is monitored by ICC and everything. Yeah, so it is not fixed league. Hanan wanted six of that. Hanan, we also wanted to see a six, but unfortunate that Jude lost his wicket, and it's bad to see that Jude walking off the pitch. Gogre, have you put your money on Anand? So, guys, we're not promoting gambling. Maybe if you want to have a chat with the guys in the chat comment section, you can do, but we can't be giving our like thoughts or our predictions on that. That because that's another six Gokul from
Yeah,
Santosh, the new
Santosh.
man who came in.
If you remember,
Yeah,
Kritesh, Santosh was the guy who came in the previous game that we covered,
yeah.
and he went berserk in the last few overs. He scored, I think it was four sixes in an over. So he usually comes about four down, five down. Today he's come two down because he knows that he's able to score runs and score runs quickly. He's a very tall batsman, a clean hitter of the ball as well. He probably would be looking at hitting a few more balls. I think he steps down there, but unable to connect. Gaur is remembering Santosh and he says, Santosh, let's go.
Let's go.
Anand says he wants 170 plus. As long as Santosh is there, I think that's still possible. Ashish Chaudhary says, okay, sir, that's clear. Please cover other leagues also, please. We try our best. We were covering the Uganda Pro T20 and West African T20 as well. We're planning on covering the ICC Academy games from next week. So we have a lot of tournaments lined up, and hopefully very soon we can start covering them as well. For the meantime, just feel free to click the link in the chat and watch the games live on cricketlaunch.tv, and you'll be able to watch all of the games for free, ad free as well, so uninterrupted viewing. You don't even have to make an account to watch the games with us, and yeah, and it's the fastest stream in the world, Kritesh, for all of the games you cover
Yeah.
on the website. So
So
what
you
else
don't
can I
want to miss
say?
it, guys. Yeah,
Exactly.
definitely don't. I think a bit of rain. I'm not quite sure what happened. The
Yeah, it does
batsmen are
look like
walking
it's a
off.
bit of rain. I think they're gonna go all Sorry for the technical issue there, guys. We're back now and everything's all good. We missed the wicket there. It was the big wicket of Santosh. Unfortunately, not going in his favor today. Only that one big strike from him. A couple of extras this over after that
Hi
wicket.
guys, welcome back.
Yeah, sorry for the delay there, guys. We had a connection issue and all's back and all's good. We missed the important wicket of Santosh there, unfortunately, but I think Ashish Chaudhary asked, please, under 65, please. Yes, they do under 65. I think maybe with that wicket, under 65 possible, but again, there's another wicket there by the looks of it. So back-to-back wickets for Radish in his over. He finishes off his final over in a really good way. So I think maybe Ashish's prediction of under 165 coming true. I think this is what we discussed earlier as well, Kritish, wasn't it? Because we felt that as soon as they start losing a wicket, they're probably likely to lose a lot of wickets, quickly. A lot of aggressive batsmen in the team, not a lot of, confident stroke players, which obviously goes against them in a situation like this. So unfortunately, they do look like they're facing some sort of a collapse. But again, I think they might still end up getting into that 169 mark, which I predicted, because they still have 8 balls left. Do you think they can score about 18 runs in those 8 balls?
Maybe.
Krishna Jaini asks, who will win, guys? I think as you can see the predictions on our stream here, we're expecting 60% probability for Thundercats. I still think Thundercats will win. I think Kritish also thinks that the Thundercats will win. It's a wide, and it's going to be wide 4 by the looks of it. So all of the hard work done on the over almost going to waste with the extras. Ashish Chaudhary says can't be done. I think he said it before he saw the wide 4. So all of a sudden, there's still 8 balls left, and they only need 9 runs now to get to 165. I don't think I would be that confident of them not getting to 165 now, Ashish. I think that wide 4 definitely going against them in that sense, in that prediction. Kitna over baki hai, says Nitish.
So we've got almost 1
8 balls
over left.
Dinesh Kumar says 172 plus hoga kya? I think 169. I'm predicting 169.
From
if you guys want to watch the game live,
170.
Click the link in the chat, guys. You can watch the game live for free. Then you know exactly where they are in the scoring rate, and then you'll know how much balls have been passed and everything as well. We have the fastest stream in the world, guys. So if you click the link in the chat, you'll be up to date before anybody else basically gets any updates for the game. Do we have good batting lineup in the chasing team? I think is what he meant. I don't think the batting lineup is as good as the Thundercats. They have a couple of good players. Abdullah Mamu he's a new player in the league. He's only played 55 games, but he's got a pretty decent past few games. But his average is only 19 runs, which is not great for a top order batsman. The captain, Mr. Mubarak, again, somebody you expect them to perform, score quite a bit of their runs. Not in the greatest of form. He's averaging just 8 runs. So the problem with this team is there's a lack of consistency. So I definitely think that they will struggle in the chase. I don't think they'll be able to win the game in the chase. Just to let you guys know, at 19 overs, the score is 159 for 4. If they score 10 runs from now, my predictions from the power play will be accurate. If they score, I think 14 runs, the predictions of Kritish will come true. Gogari says, how many maximum wides have you seen till now? I think there was one game where we saw about 30 extras.
30 plus extras, yeah.
So I think this isn't as bad as that, but it's still pretty bad. Inside edge for a single to get us off the mark in the last ball of the over. Last over. Thank you for the update, says Krishna Jaini. More than happy to give you the updates, Krishna. If you want to ask any more questions, we cover a lot of these games live on our website. We cover it on YouTube as well. Feel free to ask us the questions and we'll be happy to let you know. We think about 75% of our predictions on average come true. So I think we're pretty knowledgeable when it comes to this competition. Poor judgment there, I think, because the wind takes it over the field and they run a couple of runs. So Kandarp is the one who's essentially scoring all of those runs late in the innings now for them. And I think it's very important that Kandarp stays till the end and gets these runs now. They don't want to afford any, wickets because obviously a wicket means a dot ball, and I think they'll struggle to get to that 169 if they have any dot balls. Good shot there again from Gandhar. It's going to be, I think, 3 runs. It's going to be 3 runs. Uh, is it an overthrow? I think it might
I think it's
just be
just a two, just
two
a two
runs.
there,
Yeah,
just a two there,
it's
guys.
just the two. So,
So, but three more deliveries to go. Gogol's prediction of 169 and my prediction of 172
still
is
possible. Still
still on.
possible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
still
still
on, guys, still
possible.
on. I think they might
Just
be pushing for a two there.
just two
Yeah, they
runs
are
away
pushing for
from
a
the
two.
prediction of Ashish Chaudhary, though. So I think he was very confident. He said, can't be done. Tick mark is what he said for 165, and they're
Yeah.
already at 165. So unless it's back-to-back dot balls to finish the innings, he's lost his predictions there. 2 balls left, Nitish,
So
from Raw.
Nitesh, yeah, two
I
balls
think you should
left and
just watch the game live on our website, so you can watch it like at the fastest in the fastest stream. You'll get the fastest updates.
yes, yes. Please click on the link which is on the comment section. And not just this game, we have three more games for today in this Falcons Champions Trophy. So you don't want to miss out on these games. Oh my God, very very poor effort from the wicket keeper, guys. I'm not quite sure what happened to him. He is a bit struggling there to
Yeah, I
walk.
think he's injured himself. That would have
Mhm.
definitely been a run out if he was a little bit more
So
proactive. How many balls remain
Krish,
and scores, says Krish? There is 1 ball left and the score is 167 is what we have
seven.
on
Yeah,
stream. I think there might be a little bit of confusion between 167 or 168, but based on what we have right now, I think
it is
it's
167.
167. So if they get a couple of runs on the last ball, Kritesh, I think my prediction becomes spot on. And if you remember, I predicted it in the
Oh,
second
drop
over.
catch.
I
It is a
predicted
drop catch, and they're not even trying to run.
they're tired. I predicted 169 in the second over, Kritesh. Second over. I think that's what you need to remember. Second over is what I predicted. 169.
169.
And it looks like they've gotten
But if it
169.
is,
So
I'm not quite sure if that was a 3 run there or a 2 run.
I think
But
they've
if it
run
is
two.
3 run, yeah. But if it is 3 run, Gokul, then you need to say that it is just middle of
Yeah.
our
But
prediction.
based on what we
So,
have on the
anyways,
scoreboard,
yeah.
it's 169. And just so that you guys were aware, I predicted
Ooh, on the
169 in the
stream it says
second over.
168.
Oh, did they
I'm
only
not
run
quite
one?
sure
I think
why
they
the
only
stream.
ran one in the end.
Maybe. So
We'll
guys,
have to see.
almost we got it right. So yeah, that is us. So if you're watching us on YouTube, please save the link which is in the comment section, which is also the pinned
Yeah,
comment.
169 is the target. You know what? I'll take that. I was 1 run short of a prediction that I made
Yeah,
in the second over of the game, right? I think that's close enough.
yeah,
That's a win in my books. And Ashish, this is why
yeah.
you don't go against what we say. We cover a lot of these games. We talk about it from a stat-based perspective.
Mhm.
And like I said, about 75% of the time at least, we get our predictions correct. So unfortunately, you got your prediction wrong there, and I get mine correct. So fair play to me. Again, just to let you guys know, the stream link is live, and you'll be able to watch the game live in the second half as well for the second inning. So feel free to join us. Can Thundercats defend 168? I definitely think they can defend
Yeah,
168. I
I
think
think they can defend
there's
168
about
easily.
70% probability from my end that they defend 168. So you can keep that in mind, Ankush. I told you, Ankush, you were there from the beginning. I told you 169 is what they're going to score, at the second over. So there you go. I think, our predictions are pretty well informed in that sense.
Yeah. So
Hope you
as
guys
the
join back
players
for the
go on,
second innings as well.
yeah.
And we're going to take a quick break with the players, and you guys can take a quick break as well. See you guys for that second innings.
Yeah.
And do let us know in the chat if you have any questions in the meantime, and we'll do our best to get back in touch with you guys as well.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
Then away towards the mid-off field.
Hi guys, welcome back to the second innings of the 57th match of Falcons Champions Trophy Silver Edition between Arabian Eagles and Thundercats. And this we had a very pretty long break
Break.
between the innings. It's because Middle East and they want to go for the prayers. It is Friday, considering that they have taken a break. Sorry to like give you guys an update that
And I think
it
it was
would have been
raining as
raining,
well,
but
so I think
yeah,
it was a mix of both basically. So it's
yeah.
nothing serious. We're back playing, and it's still pretty overcast in Kuwait. Very different from what we thought the weather would be for today.
Would
We
be
thought it's
today.
going to be a bit more sunny. Later in the day, it's probably going to go down to single digits as well, which is obviously very rare in the Middle East. So very unique playing conditions today in Kuwait, but they're continuing their game. Obviously, 169 is the target. They're 6 for 1 after the 6 for no loss after the first over. Kabir is into the bowling attack now. And getting into the chat, I think OG Bot asked, "Hello, bhai, please, Arabian Eagle ko jita do, 9,000 lage pade hai." Again, unfortunately, we are not playing. We are just spectating like you, so we don't really have a lot to say in that sense either.
Yeah, so I think many people were upset and they were worried what happened with.
Yeah, apologies, guys. We're back after that small drop in connection. What
Yeah.
were you saying, Kritesh?
Yeah, I think so many people just missed us and they were missing out on the action. And we had so many questions asking what happened and when will the game start. And so,
Yeah,
guys, the game has started. And if you want to watch this game now, please click on the link which is in the bio, sorry, in the bio as well as in the uh, pinned comment. It'll
yeah,
take you to Cricket Launch TV where you get to watch this game for free. And the second innings have started and they are chasing 169 runs. They're chasing 168 runs and the target is 169. That is what they have to reach and uh, a bit struggling with the bat so far.
yeah,
Abdullah and Shamir, I would say. Uh, I think this is why we had Thundercats as favorites because they have a left arm spinner Gokul.
yeah.
That is why. That is the main reason for them to be favorites for
Favorites. I
this.
mean, Kabir is a good quality bowler as
Mhm.
well. It's not just that he's just some random left arm spinner. He's a quality left arm spin option. And I think the problem with the batsmen for the Arabian Eagles is they haven't been consistent in this competition. They haven't had a great record either. They have individual games where they performed well, but not consistently enough to cause any problems for the Thundercats batsmen here, I believe. I think that's probably the reason why everybody watching the game, I think we've got about 128 votes now, about 66% still backing the Thundercats. So I think the
I think
bowling,
we need some more like performance from the wicket keeper. Till now, with twice he had missed it and given away few runs. So
mm,
I think he has to work on it. And if wicket keeper doesn't make any mistakes, then also with no extras and no overthrows, they can quite comfortably defend the score. I would say. Ooh. Batsmen are definitely struggling
yeah,
with the bats with going against left arm spinners. If it was not for that one extra,
yeah, it would have
it
been a
might
good
have been
over.
a maiden actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
could have been a maiden, but yeah,
So
we'll
it's
see
so
with
important to
two more
not
deliveries
bowl
too.
extras in a cricket. You got to make sure that as a bowling unit, you limit any potential
Extras.
unnecessary runs that you give away. Have you noticed there is a situation now? Shamir, he's limp. No, sorry, not Shamir. Abdullah. He's limping when he's running. So I think that he might be maybe holding
Yeah,
on to a
he
injury. He
was
was
the
the
wicket
wicketkeeper,
keeper.
right? Yeah,
Yeah, he was the wicket keeper and he was injured and not quite sure. I think he wanted to somehow come in early and
yeah,
get his job done. So even
maybe.
with an injury, he had come in to open for Thundercats, sorry,
But
for
is that the
Arabian
right thing to
Eagles.
do though when you're
But I
injured
don't
and you
think it
can't
is
give
right.
your
Yeah,
100% for your team?
definitely.
You almost become a hindrance at that point if you're
Mhm.
in that position where you're giving the like you're giving away opportunities to score runs in the power play. So probably not the smartest thing to bring the injured batsman on early on.
Definitely
But
agree to that.
again, good start with the ball for the Thundercats. A few extras, but still only giving away the 9 runs in the first 2 overs. I don't think there is going to be any chase. So unfortunately, by the looks of it, OG bot. I think your prediction for a chase looks unlikely from this moment. Again, it can change. It's still very early in the game, but it's just what I'm predicting based of what it looks like right now.
So yeah, good turn to the ball, Srinivas. I think having this combination of a good bowler, a good pacer who has the swing on the ball, and also a spinner, left arm spinner, bowling from both the ends, it is going to put so much pressure, and clearly that is what we're seeing now. Good outswing. I think there is nobody there. It might be a four, but good save. But very bad save. Sorry, guys. I was supposed to say good save, but that was a very bad save. He could have just collected it with his hand, but instead he tried to hook it back to the fielder and ended up throwing it into the boundary. So that is a boundary there. First boundary of the second innings. Poor fielding effort. Ended up going for a boundary. So, yep. Here comes Srinivas for his third delivery. Again, a very similar shot. And oh my god!
He's dropped a sitter. It's the second time somebody wearing a beanie has dropped a catch, and I
Beanie,
think
guys, I told
Thundercats
you.
probably very disappointed that he's dropped that catch. It was a wide ball with the wind. It was moving, further away. He juggled
Oh!
it, I think, 4 times. You can see Gokul's reaction there in the field. He's not happy at all, and neither is Srinivas, especially after getting hit for a boundary. That would have been a great way for him to come and respond. But unfortunately, not going in his favor, not going in their favor as a team, the fielding effort so far in this innings. But uh, the Eagles not really able to take advantage of the poor fielding. They're not scoring any runs, even of the drop catch. They haven't really ran, and there's another big shot attempted. There isn't any fielders there, and the outfield is lightning quick today, Kritesh. That's very
That's what
nice
I
to
was telling
see.
you.
I think with
The rain
the
yesterday.
water on
Yeah.
the grass, maybe causing the ball to skid through, and it goes for a four. I think the outfield is pretty um, dry in that part of the ground anyway, and
That's
that's
why
basically another
I'm
boundary.
surprised, Gokul, because after a heavy rain yesterday and
Hmm.
also with the weather today, I was expecting the outfield to be even slower, but
Yeah.
surprisingly it is very fast and lightning, as you mentioned. So yeah, it is very easy to score runs today, and they might. That's why I was telling you guys that they should be aiming for 170 plus in order
Hmm.
to defend it quite comfortably. I think they are searching for the ball which went behind that fence. Hopefully they get it and get back into the action early. Uh, I'm not sure because we have a game which is supposed to start by 4:30, and if this continues with 1.5 hours left, there might be no break in between the
Hmm.
game. I think so.
So I just
They
be
might
back
just
to back cricket.
back
Yeah,
to back cricket, guys.
for
So,
sure.
ooh, that is a wow, that is a
It's
wide.
a wide ball, Kritish. It's a
That's a wide.
wide ball. Not ideal at all if you are somebody who's supporting the
Thundercats
Thundercats. This
fan.
over has been pretty expensive so far. 9 runs and an extra ball. It could be another expensive ball as well. We'll just wait to see. He's stepping out, trying to create some momentum, but missing everything, missing the stumps as well. A good take from the keeper in the end, and it's 18 for no loss after three. Still only run a ball and not anywhere near where they should be scoring at if they want to
Yeah.
chase this mammoth total down. Obviously,
Do you think?
mammoth only in the sense because they haven't really been scoring at this rate in the tournament so far, guys. So I think that's
So I
probably the
think
reason.
for them to be in the same track, they need to score 40 plus coming out of our play. And I think if they manage to get that 40 plus runs in the next 3 overs, they are still in the game. That's what we need to consider. And having not lost any wickets, basically Thundercats are they're just giving away the wicket taking opportunities from their hands. So that is not ideal. So if Thundercats manage taking wickets.
Yeah.
Ooh, that is a catch. Almost the bowler caught it, but
Apologies, I'm just looking back
unfortunately.
in the chat. I think Outclass Collection said draw. Does he realize this is not a test match? Or do you think he's coming based off the super over we had a couple of days ago?
Maybe,
He's
maybe.
still hoping for another super over. I don't think it's going to be a super over though. Good bowling from Kabir.
Could be. I
Anand
think
says chasing
TC.
team will lose, no chance to win. DC easy win. Yeah, I think we all agree. Especially after the slow start, I think everybody's backing Thundercats to win. That wicket could have potentially made it uh, out of their reach already as soon as the second inning started as well. So I think I agree with you on that. What were you saying, Kritesh?
So yeah, I think he thought it could have been draw because maybe by the looks
because of
it
rain.
seemed like it was heavy rain, and he thought in
Yeah, yeah,
case if the match is abandoned, then it could have been a draw. But fortunate that we have the game back in play.
yeah, definitely. So that's all good. No concerns there
Yeah,
whatsoever. Um,
Abdullah is struggling definitely. 2 runs off 8 deliveries placed. So yeah, I think maybe very similar to the what was the name? I forgot. Uh, Kandrap, yeah, Kandrap.
Kandra,
He
youngster,
was definitely struggling, and
early
then
on,
later on, he got the score of 50. I think he got 60, if I'm
60
not
in the
wrong.
end.
So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was
so
really
yeah,
good to see the youngster, performing at a great level, though. So I'm,
Mhm.
I'm really happy to see the Kuwait cricket encouraging the youngsters as well.
Definitely, definitely good. We have a quick look. How much did Kandrap score? He scored 64 runs.
Yeah,
Just 1 run above Jude, and he became the
top
leading
scorer.
scorer for
Yeah,
Thundercats. As we speak, that could be a boundary. No, there is a fielder in the long off, and just a single. So
yeah.
many singles coming up. If it was
Pirates'
not for that,
young gun, top class innings. Yeah,
yeah,
definitely. It was a
definitely,
great
definitely,
innings, much needed by his team as well. Especially after that Santosh wicket, they needed somebody who could finish the game off really well. They
Mhm.
ended up getting to that 168 score. We initially predicted 169, didn't we, Kritesh?
Yeah.
And they ended up getting 168. So I'm really happy with our predictions as well today. Very good.
What are your predictions for the second innings? I am thinking that it is going to be under 150.
Yeah, I can definitely see that as well. I feel like it's probably gonna be
Even
somewhere around there as
though
well.
they have not lost any wickets,
Mm-hmm.
the scoring rate is very, very slow, and this is not what you need.
Mm.
They have to go with some high intent. Yeah, wickets in hand, no wickets lost so far. That clearly means that you have to go with some intent at least. Last 2 overs of the power play, you can't be missing out on this power play. But it is bit difficult. It is a left arm spinner coming into attack, and yeah, they are only taking a few singles, and if it was not for the 2 boundaries from the previous over by Santosh bowled, it could have been the run could be even under 15, I would say.
Mm.
So yeah,
That
that
is
is what
true.
they need to look out for. They have to Arabian Eagles need to increase the intent and they need to score runs, whereas Thundercats they can't be dropping catches. They need to take the wickets.
Yeah, I think
2 drop
Thundercats
catches I've
can't
seen so
get
far.
too, relaxed either because obviously if they get to a situation where it's, 10, 12 needed of the over, last 6 overs, they could still do it. Hypothetically, we've seen that happen a few
Yeah.
times in this competition where teams, while defending almost relax a bit too much and then they let go of their control over the game. But I feel
Yeah.
like these guys, Thundercats, are very experienced. So I don't think that's going to happen though.
Definitely, yeah. I think the problem is that bowling is top class. The only problem is with the fielding. They can't be dropping catches, and if they take all the catches that is coming to their hands, they can defend this total very easily, and
Yeah.
there could be even an all-out opportunity, I would say. Santosh coming for his first over, they have changed. They're not going with the left arm spinner. I think they're just saving him for later on. Another good delivery. It's a wild swing from Abdullah. 2 swings so far in this over. Entirely missed both the swings. So this clearly shows that back-to-back dots on him is building some pressure, and he wants to somehow relieve that. And in that process, the wicket falling is also possible. Ooh, as to speak, very high aerial shot attempted. Good catch, Gokul. I called it, guys.
Finally,
I called
yeah,
it.
he
That
did
it is
say it,
a
guys.
wicket.
He called it, and as he called it, the
That
catch
is a
comes, and this time they
that
hold
is a
on.
wicket. That is Polu going away. Polu.
I mean, I think it's better for him to go because obviously he was struggling with the injuries
Struggling
for
with the
most of
way,
the
yeah,
season.
definitely. So that is better that it's gone off. There's no like much confidence in that shot. It was a bit lethargic shot attempted to not too much power as well. So ended up losing the wicket. And you know what? Who took the catch? It was Kandar who took the catch, guys.
Yeah.
He
So
is the
with
man
the
of the match.
bat, with the
Fielding.
infielding as well, he is
Hopefully we get to
providing
see
for
him
his
come
team.
to bowl as well. It'll be very interesting that if he comes to bowling. Just have a look who was the new batter. Ashikur is the new batter, guys. It is Ashikur Rahman Beg. And Ashikur Rahman Beg, having played 122 games,
Yeah.
averaging about 24 runs and striking at 144 rate.
Do you
It
think?
shows that he's a bit aggressive.
Yeah. Do you think that's what they need right now, though? An aggressive batsman. I mean, they haven't gotten out to a great start in the
Yeah.
power play. Still got 9 balls now. Ashikur to change that around, maybe get another 20 runs. And they're in a pretty decent process. Good ball from Santosh.
Good ball.
I think the problem is you have somebody like Santosh in the team, right? Who can bowl
Yeah.
4 really good overs. He's on for a maiden, wicket maiden now. 2 balls obviously left in the over. He can do a pretty significant damage with the ball. And another wicket maybe, and the game's basically already gone out of your control, and it's a one-sided game. I think it's a wide there, so he loses out on the wicket maiden. I think there's a little bit
I
of
was expecting a
commentator's
maiden. I
curse
was
for me there.
expecting a maiden.
Apologies, Santosh, but the key factor I think you need to consider is almost 3 more overs. You're not going to be
Yeah.
able to score runs, right? Because Santosh is going to come and bowl.
Definitely.
What would you tell Ashikur's
If it is
approach
not
should be?
Santosh, it is going to be
There you go. Good
left
shot
arm.
attempted by
Why
Ashikur.
would you? You are bowling in a perfect length.
Yeah.
Why do you want to go for the length which is which is going to make
Yeah.
them easier for the
Absolutely.
leg side shot?
He's bowled short and he's been punished as he should be on the leg side. There's no fielder there in deep
Yeah.
square legs. So suicidal bowling there from Santosh. Almost trying too much when he didn't really need to. He was bowling really well the first 4 balls, got a wicket, didn't give a run away, then bowled the extra, and then overcompensated and bowled down the leg side. And Ashikur getting the boundary. So great backing from Ashikur there, showing
Yeah.
why he is known for being an
The
aggressive
aggression, yeah.
batsman. And he gets the result, and the pressure is now, I wouldn't say pressure because he's still only given away 5 runs in the over, but he makes Santosh have to make the change now with this last ball. Straight through covers, and it's
Ooh,
dropped
dropped
again.
again, dropped. Beanie guy.
It's the
Beanie
same
guy.
person.
Beanie.
It's the same
Beanie.
person, guys. It's
It is the
dropped
beanie.
2 catches. I think you have to also remember the ball is pretty wet, guys. I think I'm not giving any
It
excuses.
is not just Gokul, it is not just the beanie, it is also the cooler. You have to remove that cooler, I would say. Why do you
Wearing shades when it's this cold and this overcast, that's probably not the smartest thing to do. But it was straight to him. I can't really give him any excuse. He's holding his hand.
They've changed his fielding setup. They
So
told
this is
him
the thing.
just
Correct. The youngster
Yeah.
took the catch, right? It was a hard catch
Yeah.
comparatively, and he's taken a catch, pretty straightforward catch, right? The more experienced players now struggling to take catches. This is where I get a bit annoyed, a bit frustrated. If the youngster, 17-year-old can take catches, why can't the experienced players take catches?
definitely.
Again, we got another over of the spin. I think he's just going to bowl him out now. Kabir basically make the game like the requirement is
If they had
already
taken
9.5.
that catch, Gokul, it is the Shamir who is the danger man. They could have gotten this danger man's wicket, and
Yeah.
definitely it could have been a
Let's have a look
great
if
bonus.
Kabir
for-
can try to get a
Ooh.
very unlucky there. Kabir has missed everything. He's missed the keeper, missed the batsman. Lucky-
2 overs, given away only
Yeah.
5 runs, guys.
Yeah.
5 runs, just given 5 runs. Good going with the
Absolutely,
Thundercats
Ankush.
first over,
Thundercats are
definitely.
on fire, and I think the poll in the chat also suggesting the same. Everybody's backing Thundercats. I think everybody except OG Bot was backing Thundercats.
Ooh,
Potential
could be a
run
run-out
out as well.
opportunity.
It's a good throw, and I think the keeper seems very excited. They might be going upstairs, guys. We'll keep you updated as to what the third umpire has to say. But if you aren't watching the game already, feel free to click the link in the chat and watch the game live on cricketlounge.tv. But we have a potential run out on the cards. The field is the youngsters now talking to the wicketkeeper. I think he's convinced that it's a run out. It's a direct hit. No, it's not a direct hit. He's safe.
Ooh.
I think it's a good take from the keeper, but good grounded batting from the batsman. Obviously, we always say this. It's very important to ground your bat as you're trying to complete your run. That could save your wicket. And this time
Gokul,
it
I
has
think
saved it.
something you did not notice. The batsman's name on the jersey says Ashik.
Okay.
Ashik, come on, Gokul.
Let's see.
You
Let's see
gotta
if he
think.
gets a 50. Yeah, I'll sing Ashik.
50, no.
Well, he can. He's a capable batsman. You cannot be judging him.
Okay, after a boundary, if he scores a boundary, you gotta sing.
No.
for that.
If he hits back-to-back sixes, I'll sing. You know what? Why not? In between.
1-6.
Back to
One
back
six.
six. Back to back. I don't know why I'm even negotiating with you for this.
Come on, dude. You gotta sing this.
There you go. You see,
At least
he's not
if he
batting
loses
like.
wicket, you gotta sing.
Look at the
There is a
youngster,
batsman
Kritesh.
already ready waiting, expecting a wicket.
The youngster is there in the 30-yard circle. He's feeling like a puma. He's on the ball quickly. Good reactions from the youngster. Kabir flies the ball in through covers, and it's penetrated that cordon of fielders, and he gets a boundary. So
That is the boundary.
Ashik
That is the
getting a
first
boundary.
Go, come on, you
No,
gotta sing. That is the
it's
boundary.
Ashik's second boundary. You're not even paying attention. Ashik
Okay.
scored a boundary in his second ball. So
Yeah.
he's showing his capabilities with the bat now. Is Ashik getting another boundary? And all of a sudden, it looks like they might actually end up with a decent enough score at the end of the power play. Another boundary over cover again.
Come on, back to back boundaries.
Back to back boundary. I said back to back sixes.
Back to back boundaries.
I said back to back.
Back to back boundaries. Come on.
No,
You
it's
gotta
not
sing
happening.
back to back boundaries.
No. So you get back-to-back boundaries, and all of a sudden, like I said, it looks like they're going to get a decent enough score at the end of the power play. 35, maybe one more boundary, maybe even a six could almost take them to a great position. Oh, it's a really good ball. It's gone through the batsman, gone through the
Ooh,
keeper,
bias, I
missed
think so.
everything.
Could be a bias.
Beautiful courage by both of you. Thank you. Ankush, happy that you're
Thank
enjoying
you,
the game.
Ankush, yeah.
It's a by 4. So Ankush, unfortunately, the first 5 overs were great, but the 6th over is very, very expensive. I think they end up getting 13 runs off it, which obviously isn't ideal at all. 39 for 1 at the end of the power play. Still a couple of runs behind where the
They're
Thundercats were at
still
the same stage.
behind by almost 9 runs.
Yeah.
So,
But
yeah.
again, you wouldn't mind it because again, only losing 1 wicket.
One
So I
wicket.
think
Yeah, they have
yeah.
also lost only 1 wicket at this point, so
Yeah.
very similar. And you can see Shamir, 17 deliveries, 12 runs, whereas Ashik, 7 deliveries, 12 runs. Having faced 10 balls less, he is with the same score.
And you also need to
And,
consider the by 4 was while he was batting. So technically, if he had
Definitely.
gotten a slight inside edge, he probably
inside
would
edge,
have
that
gotten
could be
more.
another move. Yeah.
Definitely, Ankush. I think you probably need a
Ankush,
couple of
for them
wickets.
to get the wickets, they need to take the catches. They can't be dropping it. So that is the only difference.
Yeah,
Ooh,
definitely.
it is
I agree
Santosh
with
coming
you.
into bowling.
And
Gokul.
I think so does
Santosh.
Anna. He said need catches. They've dropped a couple of wickets again. Santosh coming back into the attack probably makes Ankush a bit
A
happier.
bit nervous, I would say, if Santosh is coming into bowling. I'm expecting a wicket this over, Gokul. Are you? I think it is going to be either this over or next over. But Ashik going a bit aggressive, and that is a poor fielding effort. Very, very poor. So yep, with Ashik going a bit aggressive and Shamir struggling, any one of them can lose their wickets. It's going to be either Ashik trying to be a bit aggressive and might end up losing wicket, or it is going to be Shamir with so much pressure and struggling with the bat might end up losing the wicket. So it has to be either these two. They ran 3 runs, Gokul. Pretty
Yeah, good
fast
running.
between the wickets.
Yeah,
Good running.
good running.
What do you think they'll end up reaching at the end of 10 over mark?
I think at the end of the 10 overs, I probably would think somewhere around 68, maybe 69. Why not?
68, 69.
Yeah, I think if
I think it is
remember
going to be
correctly, there
under
was
70
77 in the first innings. As a good shot there on the leg side again. Santosh not learning from that first over mistake. Very expensive, already
Another,
7 of the first
short
2
ball.
balls. And really well played by, I think it was Ashik. Ashik is up to 16 already.
it is
So
Ashik.
great batting from Ashik, if I'm being honest.
Definitely. It is from Ashik Gupta. So Santosh, he needs to learn from this mistake. Lelo bye, wicket Lelo bye, says Pyro. Definitely, for them to take the wicket, they need to take the catches, and if they keep on missing catches,
Yeah.
3 drops so far. If they've
3.
taken all 3,
To me, that's unacceptable, especially when
Yeah.
you're a chasing team to draw 3 catches this early on. And I understand they'll say that the ball is slippery, it's wet, but no excuses.
yeah, good defensive shot from Ashik
But
after
they
taking the
take the
boundaries
risky
back to
run. That's the important bit. It's the youngster there, Kritesh, who's quickly running onto the balls, trying to limit the amount of runs they're able to score. He's been very active in the field. Very happy to see that he's had a very positive, response to this game, positive outcomes from him. So great fielding from him after his great batting performance as well. Santosh coming back into the
Also
attack to
taking a catch
Shamir this
as well.
time. Really good balls,
Ooh,
outside
that
edge,
could have been a
missing
ball.
everything here. But I think he's going to end up going for a boundary. The fielder just about saving it with his feet. So Srinivas not able to get there, but he had a backup fielder there to save it from going for a four. There's a couple of runs, so very expensive over
Very
10 of it
expensive.
already, Kritesh, and I think there's two balls still to go, so potentially another boundary, another six now could be huge in this run chase. I don't think that's what anybody in the comments want. Pyro, Anon, and Ankush all supporting the Thundercats. I think only OG Bot was supporting Arabian Eagles, so I think we'll have to see who ends up getting their predictions correct.
Ooh, that is back to back straight. He is bowling straight to the stumps, and I think he wants a ball there. He is trying for it. So, if this Santosh continues bowling, the most likely outcome of wicket would be bowled, I think. So, what do you think would be the most likely outcome of wicket?
Yeah, I think ball definitely seems very likely. It's another ball, a
Another
bit too
four,
straight this time.
maybe.
Good
Very
effort there
bad
as
dive
well.
attempt. That is a
No,
bad
come
dive
on.
attempt.
It's a good attempt. He
No,
wasn't
it is
able
not
to
a good
say.
attempt. It was a slow motion dive. Long, when the ball almost reached the boundary, he's diving meters away from the ball. How is that a
He
good
almost
dive?
got to it. I think you're being very harsh there.
You see that. Ooh, bad dive.
I think he ended up slipping there, so unfortunately for him. So, really unfortunate ending there. Not to the extent that they would have wanted, and
That is the youngster coming into
would have
bowling,
hoped.
guys.
But
That is an youngster coming into bowling. Very huge over there, guys. Almost 13 runs coming back to back. Ooh, it is Jay coming into bowling. I think he took few wickets as well, Gokul. I remember watching Jay bowling. I think he is 14 or 15 years old. I'm not wrong. Ashish. Heavy winds out there. Camera is shaking so much. And the ref asked TC when. Yeah, I think so, maybe. But still, Arabian Eagles are trying hard. There is a good chance for Arabian Eagles to be back in the game. And if you look at the win prediction on our YouTube stream, you can see Arabian Eagles are
yeah.
likely to win by 35%. So you can't consider 35% as too low for them to win.
Yeah, I
They still
think
have the
because of the
chances.
last couple of overs being very expensive, they're still relatively in this game. But
Yeah.
another wicket or two, especially of these two, and it looks very difficult. Ashish not really getting his line correct. Couple of wides to begin with. I think that's not ideal for the youngster.
Definitely. Back to back two wides, and this can't be happening.
Yeah,
Ooh,
on that
he
wide
gets
line,
the length.
but
He gets the length now.
slightly still dangerous, Kadesh, because if he gets that line slightly like shorter or slightly fuller, he's probably going to get dispatched for a boundary. So for a spinner, I think it's a risky line to be bowling at. It's another wide. He got
Ooh,
his man.
that could be a wicket. That is a
Oh,
wicket.
the
That is a
celebration
wicket.
is out. The celebration is out from the 15-year-old. He is celebrating in the batsman's face. He deceived him. He stepped out there, and I think Ashik nahi ban paya this time. And he stepped
Ashik
out,
Kumar
and
goes
Ashik
away. He is
Kumar.
walking away. You need to see. He is walking away.
I told you it's only if he scores well. I said Ashik nahi ban paya. And he ends up losing his wicket to the youngster.
Heartbroken.
Good stumping from Jude. He took it
Heartbroken.
really well.
Gokul is not singing song for us.
But it's a really good take, well deceived by the youngster. Finally, a wicket, says Ankush. There you go, Rafi. There you go, Ankush. That's the wicket that you guys were
Everybody is happy that that is a
praying for.
wicket. Yeah. That comes a brave man with no helmets on, especially against. You don't have to consider bowling. Against this heavy winds, for
Yeah.
that you need a helmet. If not for bowling.
Otherwise, some ongoers items would actually end up hitting him in the head at this point.
Definitely.
Remember the guys, the bails are still not in use for this game because of the heavy
Heavy
wind.
winds today. Yeah. Good stumping from the wicket keeper. Great reach from the ball. It was going to a wide there. He gets it and then he takes the wicket. So good wicket keeper. And if you see bowler and wicket keeper, both of them have got J on their as the name on the jersey. So good wavelength, I would say.
Yeah. And Yogesh, guys, is the new batsman coming into the crease. Obviously, he is an experienced player, but again, not really successful when it comes to scoring runs over the past few games that he's played. So he probably wants to change that. Again, if you were to talk
Yogesh
about his,
Dharmapal, he has been averaging only about 16 runs, guys. So
yeah,
I don't think he has the capability of scoring, but you can't be underestimating a player
yeah.
because we saw Shabir, who we did not expect to score runs. He came and single-handedly chased the target. So
Exactly.
very similar.
I mean, he's played only 39 games in the score. He goes big, straight on the
Aerial
ground.
shot attempted. I
It's not
think it
carried
could
to
be
the
a draw.
fielder. It's just a couple of runs. But again, I was just saying, in his career, his best in this competition is 58 runs, and they probably need him to beat that personal best if they want to actually
Yeah.
chase this score down today. All because of how much is required from the batsman at the crease now. Do you think he's going to be able to do it? Again, I feel like Pyro says 2 more wickets before 10th over needed. I think I agree with you on that, Pyro. I think they need a couple more wickets if they want to feel, comfortable with being able to defend this. And I think Ashish probably is your go-to man. He's flighting the ball really well, especially
Good,
against the
good
youngsters.
comeback from Ashish Gokul because after giving away 2 wides in the first 2 deliveries, he came back, took a wicket, and then given away only, I think maybe 3 runs.
Yeah.
Yeah, just 3 runs. I think they did not go for a 2 there, so it's going to be just 2 runs. So 2 of extra and 2 of the bats. It is 4 runs coming off this over. Also taken a wicket. Great bowling from Ashish, the youngster for Thundercats. Shamir now won 22 runs after facing 22 deliveries. Yogesh 1 run after facing 3 deliveries, and Arabian Eagles, they are at 57 for 2 after 8 overs, guys.
Where do you see them
This
in the
is
10th
good.
over now, Kritish? I think I remember saying 68, 69.
Yeah, I told under 70, and I still think it is going to be under 70, Gokul. But
Still
13,
12
with
balls
13
to
more
go.
runs to go. Yeah,
Good
with
over by
12 balls, 13
excellent
runs.
over by the youngsters. Ankush, can you believe he's only 16 years old, if I remember correctly? So great bowling effort from the youngster and great batting effort as well by a youngster earlier in the day. Now we have Shahadat coming into the attack. He's got my name on the back of his jersey. So happy that he's a big fan of mine, showing that respect way. So I hope he does really well today. Need 2-3 tight overs to create more pressure. Definitely, I think a couple of overs of pressure. I think you definitely get the 2-3 wickets that you were hoping for as well. I think it was Pyro who was hoping for those 3 wickets. So I think they need to be bowling consistent line for a couple of overs. That's not a great start from Shahadat.
That is a wide.
Probably lucky that he didn't actually get hit for more runs there. So more than anything else, I think he's going to be happy to take the wide. Because it could have been very
You see,
ugly
Gokul,
if-
he followed a different tactic. Instead of looking back at the pitch on the grease, he went to make some grip for his palm from the mud. So yeah, he is.
I think
he's
this time
going
it's
to
a
blame
bit more
him.
genuine. Though. I think he's the wet balls just made his hand slip. It's a much better ball there on to that off stump. Shamir only able to guide it down to long on for a single, and gets the new batsman Yogesh on strike. Yogesh seems to me the kind of batsman who doesn't like sticking around with it. She's probably gonna go after the bowler now, and I
Danger
feel
man
like
with no
a
helmets as
wicket
well.
is coming. Yeah, I think it's not the smartest thing to do, guys, to bat without a helmet, especially when it's overcast. Your vision's a bit hindered anyway. And the last thing you want is for a top pitch to come and hit you back in the head or something like that. Hopefully, nothing of the sort
Also, with the
happens
turns
today.
of the ball, with so much wind, as you mentioned, Gokul,
Exactly.
it is pretty difficult for them to judge where the ball is going to come. And if you're playing without helmet, it is a bit risky.
Oh, he's played it
Ooh,
through
good
that
shot, good
backward point. The
shot.
fielder got a hand to it. It
But
slowed it
ends up
down,
going
but
for a
not
4.
enough for it to be saving the boundary. And it's a really good start here for Yogesh. Not a lot of foot movement, not a lot of technique, but the sheer power behind the shot enough to get it for a boundary. Almost necessary now that they get at least 2 boundaries and
2
over
boundaries, yeah.
to stay in that chase. Another wide ball, but this time he doesn't really get the timing correct. Goes under the bottom edge of the bat. It's just going to be a top ball. Jude ends up doing just enough to stop it from going between his legs. But again, an interesting post power play period. They had a over which went really well. Oh, he hit
Oh my
it
God,
straight
that
back.
could have been
Excellent reactions from Shahadat, saving his teeth,
head.
or else he would have needed a new set of teeth or dentures
Not just
for the
me,
rest of his
Gokul.
life.
That could have collapsed his face, I would say.
Yeah, I
It
think
would have
Yogesh is
changed
saying,
the way he
I'm
looked.
the batsman, but I'm not the one who needs the helmet. Somebody get my helmet and give it to the bowler because he
Bowler,
almost
yeah.
took his head off with that shot, Kritesh.
Almost. The
Let's see
good
how
thing.
Shahadat responds after that. क्या लगता है टीसी विन करेगी ये? Yes, Lolly Popo, sorry, Lolo Pop. I think
Lollipop lane.
I still think that Thundercats will be able to defend this. But as I say that, it's another boundary. So it keeps becoming more and more expensive as the post power play period goes for the Thundercats. They probably need to bring their main bowler back into the attack to stop this run flow. Shahadat already going for 11 runs of this over, and the wide ball in the beginning of the over is still to be bowled. So could be a very expensive over if there is another boundary as well, Pritesh. And all of a sudden, the required run rate isn't looking that unachievable. They lost the wicket in the previous over, but they're going to struggle. I think bowling with spin now is probably the smarter thing to do, especially against these two, as they're utilizing the pace really well. I think it is a 50-50 game. Lolo Popo.
Yeah,
It
Lollipop.
50-50 game.
Definitely, it is a bit 50-50. As you see, the win prediction is slightly coming
Moving back
towards
in the favor,
Thundercats. Yeah. So, yeah, I think it is going to be little 50-50 so far, we think. They've lost 2 wickets, but I think they're still back in the game. Who do you expect? And it is Jay coming to bowling, and it is Ashish bowling. So, another the spinner is back, and this is really what we wanted. And
Yeah.
we have Anand saying Thundercats jeetega. We agree to that. We still hope Thundercats will win it. And DW
I
by.
think my predictions probably still around Thundercats to win this game. I think Thundercats have a good quality bowling lineup anyway. They should be able to win it. Ashish looked really solid in that first over. Ankush was talking about him in the chat as well. He was very solid with his line and length, and I think he gets off to a wayward start here. The
2
ball's a
wides
bit
and then a wicket.
slippery.
That is the
Yeah.
tactic, guys. That is the tactic. 2 wides and then a
He's
wicket.
flying it again to entice the batsman to take a rash decision. I don't think it'll work this time though. He's bowling to the experienced batsman Shamir, but he gets aerial. There's no fielder there, and I think it's
Ooh,
gone through
I
him
think that
for
is a
four.
drop catch, Gokul. I think that
No, I think
that
it's
is a
bounced
drop.
in front of him and it's skidded through for four. The wet outfield due to the rain. I think it's raining again a bit, guys. I think it's some drizzle going on, making it hard for the bowlers to hold on to the ball, grip the ball well, and the spinner facing the damage from Shamir there could have been prevented with the with the fielder, but unfortunately, fielder slipped as well. Let's have a look. Third ball outside off stump this time, and it's a single. I think actually it might be a dot ball. Yeah, it's just a dot ball.
That is a dot ball. Yeah.
But not ideal for Ashish. He only went for 4 runs in the first over, went for 5 in the first ball of this over. So he probably wants a better comeback. Again, a step out, but pretty good reactions to not get stumped this time around from the Arabian Eagles batsman. Yogesh back on strike. I think Yogesh probably is going to take a massive risk when it comes to batting against the youngsters. We'll have to just wait and see if he actually does take the risk.
I think they are going to take some risks now because uh, they need to go more than 80 with 2 wickets lost. We know that Thundercats were at similar stage at this point, getting closer to 80 runs coming out of the 10th over. But one thing you need to consider is that Thundercats, they've got better middle order batting lineup. They are strong with scoring. So it doesn't matter even if they lose wickets. And they were just 1 wicket down, and Arabian Eagles are already 2 wickets down. So with 2 wickets down, you need to be slightly ahead in the scoring. You can't be in the same range what Thundercats were.
Yeah.
So at present, they have aligned it with Thundercats' runs, but they need to go above it. For that, they need to go with
I
some
think they're
intent, I would
probably
say.
still about like 10 runs below where they should be, if that makes sense. And they should try basically to get back in, that scoring rate, maybe score another few boundaries in the next couple of overs, keep their scoring rate high enough.
Ooh, I think there is a wicket call. Might be going for a review. Not quite sure. I think did umpire call a wicket there?
The batsmen are a bit confused as well. They're going to have a discussion. I think they're going to go upstairs to see what happens. Just to let you guys know, it's a third umpire review for a stumping, I think. It's bounced off. I think he's
Oh,
gone.
that is a
Pritesh.
wicket. That is a
He
wicket.
is
That's a
gone,
wicket.
yeah.
That's a wicket, guys. That is a wicket.
Jude unable to actually hold on to the ball. It's bounced off his hand and it's hit the stump. So the youngster Ashish, back-to-back overs, back-to-back
I told you,
breakthroughs.
Gokul, the first ball wide is a tactic for him
Yeah.
to take a wicket. So back to back, two youngsters, one with a bat and the other with a ball. It is single-handedly these two youngsters. If Thundercats win today, it is
Yeah.
entirely from the youngster
Yeah, I
in the
think more
team, I would
teams should
say.
try, utilizing their young upcoming players because obviously it's worked really well here for the Thundercats. Always trust in young players in the league, says Anon, and yeah, definitely in
Definitely,
this league
definitely.
you have to back the youngsters. They do really well. Lucky breakthrough, says Ankush. I actually think that the keeper should have done better to pick it up and get a
Yeah,
stumping there, but he didn't.
but still, yeah.
But it's fine. It's not a problem because in the end of the day, he gets
End of the day, it is a wicket.
the stumping anyway. So keeper could have done better, but lucky outcome in the end nonetheless. Shamim says, "Kitna over hua?" 10 overs done, 76 for 3 is the score. Shamim, I'll put the link in the chat. You can watch the game for free live on our website in HD. And yeah, you'll be constantly updated as to how many balls are over, how many scores are over, and with all of the additional details as well. So feel free to click the link in the chat and join in on watching the game with us. Ashish, be like, you can't take catches, so I will take wickets board or stuff. Yeah, definitely. I
that
think
is
definitely the
thinking.
smarter way to go about it, especially
Ooh, good thing,
considering the
Gokul. They are
conditions.
bringing the left arm spinner now, putting more pressure on them.
Yeah.
I think as soon as they got a wicket, the main wicket,
10 overs,
they are going to go
Shamim.
for it.
10 overs हुआ है 76 for 3. आप मैच को ये लिंक प्रेस करके देख सकते हैं वो वेबसाइट में आपको पूरा मैच एचडी में दिखाएगा और फ्री भी है और आपको कुछ पेमेंट भी करने का ज़रूरत नहीं और दुनिया में फास्टेस्ट स्ट्रीम है हमारे पास वेबसाइट में तो आप उधर भी देख सकते हैं again, sorry for the Hindi guys. I'm not really a native Hindi speaker, so apologies. But Yogesh doesn't apologize as he goes after another big six.
That is a six.
Thundercats were 75 for 1 after 10. Yep, definitely a great comeback from scoring rate perspective for the Eagles. But the problem is
another
they've
drop
lost a
catch,
couple of
drop
wickets.
catch, Gokul. That is Yogesh wicket. You can't
Yeah.
drop it. If you drop Yogesh's catch, it is going to cost you
I think
so much.
again, I think the problem there was the wind, Kritesh. You could see the fielder circling around the ball, not quite sure where it's going to end up. He did hit it against the wind. If he hit it from the opposite side, it would have been a six. If he had hit it with the wind, but unfortunately, because it was against the wind, it ended up basically inside the ground. Or else it could have been back-to-back six in the over, and Hussain becoming very expensive already. Probably very disappointed that he couldn't get the catch because it would have been a good response after getting hit for a six in the first ball. Would have put Arabian Eagles under a lot
That
of pressure.
is a six. That is a six. Yogesh is going after it. He has taken
Yeah,
everything in
initiative.
his shoulders. Yeah,
Yeah.
he has taken the
I think that's
responsibility
the
of spinning
problem
runs.
now. Though, if you don't take those kind of catches, I know it's a difficult catch, but if you don't take those kind of catches, Yogesh is going to feel more confident and he's going to play more aggressive shots. And if he's going to get more boundaries, this game's going to get very close. And a lot of people in the chat don't want the game to get close. They want the Thundercats win.
Win, yeah,
But I think
definitely.
again,
Everybody
we're
wants
probably back to a
Thundercats.
50-50 game at this point, Kritesh. If I'm being
Definitely.
honest
It
with
is
you.
not 50-50. Arabian Cats are favorites now.
I think
way
the
they-
problem is they're a bit like I think everybody's considering that score-wise they're doing well, but I think
But
wicket-wise
with the
they're
wickets,
not.
yeah, they're not.
TC at the stage, I think we're 80 for 1 or 82 for 1. So Arabian Eagles a couple of runs, 10 runs ahead, but a couple of
Ahead,
wickets
yeah.
behind. So that's something that you need to keep in mind. The wicket column not really going in their favor.
Definitely. I think Thundercats at this stage they were just 80 runs. So they are almost 11 runs ahead of Thundercats, and that is not. I was telling you that with 2 wickets lost, they need to be at least 10 runs ahead. But now with 3 wicket lost,
Yeah.
I think they should be at least 15 plus runs ahead for them to be in the game. And Calgary says, where TCR, yeah, that is what we were talking about. At this stage, Thundercats were 80 runs for just 1 wicket loss. Even though they are slightly ahead, the thing is that they don't have wickets, and if they lose Yogesh wicket now, it is going to be very, very difficult in order of with the scoring.
Yeah. Pyro says Wicketega trust next over. Anand says next Yogesh wicket ASAP. Ashish
Yeah,
back into the
definitely.
attack and is bowling to Yogesh. So technically, both of their predictions possibly can come true in this ball itself. Let's have a look. The youngster been very exciting, bowling really well. Getting a couple of wickets in each of his overs. Probably need more wickets though. I think the way they're bowling now, not enough if they want to win this game. Really good ball. Oh, it's a big shot attempted. He didn't time it
Just
really
a
well.
single.
It's just going to be a single, like you said, Kritesh. So
Mhm.
the young bowler still putting a lot of pressure on these batsmen here.
Definitely, definitely. The young bowler is the one. I was telling you, I think he might get a wicket this over as well. Ooh, good ball, good ball.
Yeah.
That is a dot I
Guys,
agree.
how I want to know the chat. How many of you expected the youngster to be the best bowler? Ashish bowling really well, putting pressure on these batsmen. The more votes come into
Yeah.
our polls, but the percentage isn't changing. So I feel like
Mhm.
the ba- the
Still, everybody is
the
backing him.
backing that's coming now, it's almost 50-50, Kritesh. I think that's because the games are a 50-50 standpoint. But
Mhm.
still, overall, the percentage in Thundercats' favor hasn't really changed a lot from the first innings. They run really well there. I think they get a couple of runs. Actually, 3 runs in the end.
Good running between the wickets, getting 3 runs, but 3 more deliveries to go from Ashish in his third over, and it is Yogesh facing. So I'm
Hmm.
quite excited for the wicket.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that is just a single that brings Numan into strike. I definitely need a wicket this over. Ashish, come on, please surprise us. I think the reason why he is not able to take wicket is that he did not give wide in the very first delivery. That's why. If he gave away wide in the first delivery, then I would have been damn sure that that is going to be wicket. But since there was no any extras, I'm a bit doubtful that there might be a wicket. 2 more deliveries to go in this third over. Ashish given away only 16 runs. Another dot ball with 1 more delivery to go from Ashish.
Hmm.
Numan is facing and he is on strike. I think Yogesh is a bit restless. He wants to get on the strike. You can see him already trying to make a run. And I think, oh, good stop from the foot. It is going to be a single. So, end of 12 overs, the score is 97 for 3, Numan 4, and Yogesh 24, guys. Uh, I think they are going at a good run rate. But the only thing which they miss out is wickets, and they need to somehow save the wickets now. And on top of that, they need to score as well. And we have Sohan Khan telling Thunder win. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
everybody is expecting Thundercats to win today. So we just have to wait and see. 8 more overs to go. They need, I think, 60 plus runs, and Gokul is coming into bowling. Gokul.
Sahadat, I think his name is. I don't know why he's wearing a jersey with the name Gokul on the back, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to complain. It's free marketing for me. It's all good. But again, I think the problem now is they need somebody who can assist Ashish. He only has 1 over left. There's no point if Ashish gives away, 8 runs and then Sadat comes and gives away 14 runs. Because, the Eagles are probably going to be happy either way. Even if they drop a wicket somewhere in between. They're still getting runs on the board. But quite early, ekdam baje. I'm not quite sure what you mean by that, Sohan. Please do let us know what the question
Yeah.
was. What
Have
kind
I
of ball
found?
is Thundercats bowling? Uh, I mean, they have decent bowlers. they had the left-arm spinner at the beginning of the innings. I forgot his name. If Kritish could just tell me what the name of the bowler was. Ashish, great youngster, bowled really well. I think it was Kabir Ahmed that I was referring to. He's a
Kabir,
great
yeah,
left-arm
maybe.
spinner.
Mhm.
He bowled 3 overs, only gave away 14 runs, and he got a wicket as well. Sorry, he didn't get a wicket, but he only gave away one extra as well. They have Santosh Kumar, very experienced fast bowler. He's got 2 overs left. Ashish is 1 over left. So I think those are their main bowlers. You might see Srinivas coming back in as the top edge, potentially could be a catch. I don't think there's a fielder there, though. It's gone all the way for 6 in the end. So Shahzad continues to be expensive, and they continue to be in this game. 65 or 46 now, Kritesh, the equation. And Yogesh almost single-handedly keeping them in this game, and keeping them in this game comfortably, I should say. So really
Yeah.
good batting performance from Yogesh so far. And the game is slowly going away from Thundercats. Power play के 6 score run pore over. I think he's saying that during power play they didn't score a lot of runs. Post power play
Yeah.
13-14. I think you need to keep in mind that the quality of the batsman post power play, obviously it's mostly been Yogesh who's been aggressive. And you also need to consider that during the power play the bowlers were the good bowlers, right? I was just talking about
Yeah.
Kabir. It is like, let's say in the power play, Mitchell Stark or Jasprit Bumrah bowl, they're going to score less runs, and the batsmen want to
I think that is a
overcompensate
wicket, guys. That is a
post power
wicket.
play.
Yogesh is gone. Yogesh
So he attempted a
gone.
big shot again, and this time the fielder takes the catch, and the
This time, no
celebrations,
dropping, guys.
the
No
celebrations
dropping this
show
time.
how big a wicket that is. Sadat's almost running to long off. I don't know why he's running long off. Sorry, long on when long off took the catch.
Very similar to Tahir running with his hands open, Gokul.
Definitely Imran Tahir. And there goes Yogesh Dharampal, almost breaking his previous high score. He scored 32 of 17, great strike rate, but unable to get his team to the end, unfortunately, and it's a wicket.
Ooh, good catch, and he throws back, and everybody is running. Here comes Rajdeep, the new batter. I'm gonna say Mil Gaya Bhai. Everybody is happy that Thundercats get
Yeah.
that
OMG, they
major
really took a
wicket.
catch, big wicket, Yogesh. And I think again it was the youngster who took the catch as well. So that just shows you the youngsters are more dependable when it takes when it comes to taking catches. They're able to
Definitely.
hold on to these catches. Probably they don't feel as much pressure maybe as you saw both with the bat and ball youngsters shining today. Even in the field, the youngsters shining. Up match, Jeetega says Anon. Mil Gaya Bhai says Anon again. So I think everybody in the chat, like you said, were hoping and praying for that Yogesh wicket. And now it's all up to Rajdeep and Numan to win this game for his team. They knew it was an important wicket, says Goguri. I think, you know what? I think Pyro did predict it. Let me go back in chat. He said, wicket aayega, trust me, next over. So he gets another prediction correct there, Kritesh. He predicted the wicket in this
The
over.
wicket in this over, yeah.
How many batters are left? Realistically, I think these two are their last capable batsmen. I don't think there's anybody who can score at a high enough rate at 9 runs and over to win the game. So I think another wicket now, you're probably saying it's
Wicket chahiye.
done
I
the
think
end.
Irfan needs another wicket. So everybody needs wicket now.
Everybody's
I
backing
think,
Thundercats.
yeah. So, yeah, I think, don't worry, guys. There is a wicket coming soon. Another wicket. Uh, Trust me, Pyro is. Everybody is expecting a wicket this over, Gokul.
I think Pyro's back with his predictions and he's getting his predictions correct. I think he said 170 as well for the innings score, previous innings. Obviously, 1 run more than me, ended up being a couple of runs higher than what ended up being scored. But it was close enough, and he's come back now and he's predicted a wicket next over. I mean, he predicted that in the previous over. And like he said, they've gotten a wicket. So, again, if you guys want to get the predictions correct, do ask us and we'll ask Pyro, or you can ask Pyro in the chat as well. There you go. Mahatma asks Pyro Konji. I think Pyro's been backing Thundercats the entire game, so I think he probably will think that Thundercats will win. Let me go back in the previous chats to see who he was backing.
I think everybody are backing Thundercats. You see, as we spoke about Thundercats, we have a fan who is supporting Thundercat now, and Yeah, Pyro, please let Mahatma Jung, uh, yeah, Mahatma Jung know who will win this game. Mahatma, I think you need to consider that having lost wickets, also losing all the key batsmen, these batters, Rajdeep, Numan, they're more like mm, pretty much closer to tailenders, I would say. They
Yeah.
don't have that capability of batting.
Yeah, I think
So,
the problem with the Arabian Eagles have been that they lacked, like an out-and-out finisher, a proper finisher. We saw Santosh, in that first innings for the uh, Thundercats. He's usually their finisher. Oh, it's a helicopter shot, but not really
but
getting the
no, no.
elevation. Um, but again, I think the problem is that they lack that kind of batsman who can almost come and single-handedly change the game. We've seen Shabir previously in the innings. We've seen Jude for a couple of teams, a couple of Judes in the league who back with Thundercats. Jideka Boy says Pyro, not enough batting as well. He says, I agree with him. I think the problem with these guys is that they don't really have a lot of quality batsmen left in the team. It's a wide ball that doesn't really help. Ashish still, even with the
Google, you know
extras,
what that means?
there's a
If there
wicket
is a wide
coming.
from
Yes,
Ashish, there is a wicket
yes,
coming
yes,
ahead.
yes. He bowled three wides in his previous 3 overs and got 3 wickets, and I think sorry 2 overs and he got 2 wickets.
2 wickets, yeah.
Let's have a look to see if that's going to happen now. Hits it straight back to that fielder at long off. Just a single though, but I think the problem with them again, just to reiterate, is the fact that they don't have a lot of dependable batsmen later in the innings. The middle order doesn't really exist. Their lower order is even more questionable. I think that's the reason why they haven't been able to win games consistently, this Arabian Eagles team.
Yeah.
Whereas Thundercats, they still have 1 over from Kabir. I'm pretty sure Kabir will bowl next over. They have another couple of overs for Santosh as well.
Is it just me thinking this way, or do you also feel the way the shot went now? I did not see even a single fielder go.
Yeah, everybody's in
Nobody
the
is there.
boundary. And I think that's the smart thing. You're happy to give away
The
ones
singles.
and twos. You don't want to give away boundaries. And you don't want to give away extras. Obviously, the extras are all under the bowler's control. But the boundaries, as
Yeah.
a captain, you can choose to keep your fielders in good positions. And these guys aren't really running the first ones, hard. They're not putting any pressure on the fielders. So most of the time, it's just a
That's a
single.
six.
It's a wayward ball
That's a
there
six.
outside off stump and Rajdeep getting a hold of it and it's going to go all the way for six. So much needed boundary for the Eagles. Kitni over ho gaye says Shoaib.
So it is almost 14 overs now,
Yeah, it's
and
13.5.
yeah,
Shoaib, you can
13.5.
watch the game live. I'll put the link in the chat. You can watch the game live for free on our website, cricketlaunch.tv. It's basically like YouTube for cricket, but without any ads. So you don't make an account and it's ad free as well. So it's just easy watching for all of our viewers. Top edge, could be a catch, fielder running to it. Unfortunately, he doesn't get there. And the two fielders, almost Saeed Ajmal, Shoaib Malik, Mohammad Kritesh. Neither of them sure who should go for it, and it ends up going for a boundary.
Yeah.
So there you go, Shoaib. You can enjoy watching the game. There. It's
Welcome,
also the
welcome. It's our
fastest
pleasure.
stream.
Yeah.
It's also the fastest stream in the world, Shoaib. So you'll be able to watch it faster than anybody else. Mahatma says, "Are you sure?" Again, in cricket, you can never be sure. Anything can happen. There you go. We predicted a easy win for Thundercats on the previous wicket. Two poor balls from the youngster who's been bowling really well, and they get two boundaries and 10 runs. Much needed 10 runs, and the equation is now 47 of 36. All of a
36
sudden, it
balls.
is 70% in favor of the Eagles. So it is a 50-50 game that with almost each ball, it's moving in one way or the other. I think they need a wicket now again, Eagles. And if they do get a wicket, it'll go back to 50-50. I think
Yeah, definitely.
that's what's going to happen.
If they get a wicket now, it is gonna go
Yeah.
back to 50-50. I completely agree to that. I think it might even go like
Yeah.
very much favoring Thundercats, I would say.
Nahi jeetegi
Nahi
bhai
jeetegi bhai.
says, Mahatma, who are you referring to? Are you referring to Eagles? Or are
I
you
think he
referring
is
to
referring to
Thundercats?
Thundercats. I think he is referring to Thundercats that they won't win this game. But Mahatma, anything could happen. Two wicket
Yeah.
in a like very short section, then
Your way of
others gonna
talking
win.
is good, bros. Thank you, Krishna. Happy that you're enjoying. Please drop a subscription as well on YouTube if you enjoy our streams. We try to cover as many games as possible in this competition. Thank you so much, Krishna. If you watch any of the games on cricketlaunch.tv, we try to cover a lot of them on YouTube as well, so you can join. The Rafi says, sure, TC will win. I think now with those boundaries, it's gone into Arabian Eagles' favor. think if a wicket
Definitely.
falls, then it will be what a big shot attempted there. That's a massive, massive six. It's out of the ground.
Great
That's
six.
out of Sulabiya. Kritish. Anybody in Kuwait
Great shot.
City should be wearing a helmet as well because my God, that's a big hit.
Huge six
Shahada
it
not
is.
bowling well. I think the problem here is the poor choice of bowlers from the captain. I would have bought Kabir. He still has an over left. This is the moment where you needed to, get a little bit more control in the scoring rate. By TC nahi jeete, he says Mahatma again, and he's laughing. I think he is very sure that TC will
He
lose
is
the
very
game.
confident that
Yeah.
Thundercats won't win and it is going to be Arabian Eagles.
Yeah.
We also mentioned in the first innings that Arabian Eagles having scored almost
Sorry to
187 and
interrupt you there,
178. Sorry.
Kritish. Sulaiman asks, कितनी overs बाकी है? There's another 5.5 overs left in this innings. Sulaiman, if you want to keep yourself up to date, just watch the match live on the link I've sent to you, cricketlaunch.tv. Shoaib was asking the same question before, and then he saw
That's
the
a
stream
wicket.
was very
That is a
quick.
wicket.
There we go.
Mahatma, there we go. That is a wicket. Good fielder placement.
Good catch as well. Srinivas, look at the aura. Takes the catch, looks away, takes his hat off. So all of a sudden, suddenly they've gone down to 5 wickets, 130 for 5 in 14.4. Now the problem is the young batsmen are coming, and they're probably going to struggle a bit against this experienced bowling lineup. You're going to see, at least one more over for the left-arm spinner. You're going to see
That is
another over for
there is
Santosh.
no 6 over left, Mahatma. There is going to be just 5.2
5
overs
overs
left.
left. Yeah,
Yeah,
5 overs.
5 overs left, and they need
I think
40
Mahatma
runs.
is a couple of overs behind. Sorry, a couple of balls behind. Mahatma, why did you watch the game on cricketlaunch.tv? And you can watch the game with us. You'll be watching the fastest stream. I think wherever you're watching the game currently, you're on a slow stream and you're a few balls behind us. I don't know if you have noticed, they've lost the wicket there, Mahatma, and all of a sudden the percentage
Percentage
from
is slowly
12% has gone up to 27% for
27, yeah.
Thundercats, and a couple of dot balls from Shahzad here could potentially mean that it
Thundercats are back
goes
in the game.
even in favor of Thundercats.
Definitely, that is possible. Not just dot balls, Gokul. Could be a catch, could be a wicket, could be a run-out chance. Anything is possible. So we have kitna over baki hai bhai. So we have 5 overs left,
Yeah.
brother.
Again, guys, you just need to watch the game on Cricket Launch at this point. I think wherever you're watching this game, the stream is slow. Some of you don't even have a stream. So I would strongly recommend you get on Cricket Launch and watch the game live, guys. It's free of charge. No chances, Mahatma. 38 of 31. If you remember the T20 World Cup, India won the game from an even more difficult situation. Oh my God. Could have been a wicket there. Could have been a big wicket as well, Kritesh. Inside edge, almost dragging it back onto the stumps. So a dot ball to finish the over. 5 overs,
Okay,
38
now
to
they
win.
need,
Only 5 wickets.
38 runs of the last 5 over, guys. 38 runs. Do you think it is possible or not? I still think it is possible if they don't lose any wickets. So if they end up losing some wickets, it is going to be pretty difficult for this Arabian Eagles to win this game. So yeah, before you cut me out, Gokul, we told that in the last 2 games Arabian Eagles played, they ended up scoring 180 plus and 170 plus.
Yeah.
So they are capable of scoring runs, and just that with the pretty good bowling attack from Thundercats, it is making them difficult, and also so much wind in place, making
Yeah.
it difficult for the batters to judge the ball as well.
Yeah.
And it is Kandar coming into bowling, Gokul.
Yeah,
The
Pyro
man-
just reminding us that he did say that in the previous over as well, a wicket would fall, and another prediction from Pyro coming true. So he's on a roll today. I think he's got all of his predictions through today. And trust me, Thunder will win. He says, no way, bro, says Mahatma. Again, Mahatma, you need to understand, they've lost 5 wickets. Rajdeep is their last key batsman. They have a left arm spinner now coming into the action, Hussain. A good tight over from Hussain here, and the pressure will be back on the Arabian Eagles. I hope you actually stay till the end of the game.
That's a wicket.
There we go.
That is a wicket.
Sajir goes.
That is a wicket, Mahatma. Do you
My
still think
God.
that
What
is
a catch. What a catch. What a beautiful take from Jude behind the stumps. What a beautiful take. Again, you have to agree, Kritesh. Our predictions are coming back to back true. Mairana, wow, I think you're watching the stream with a few balls behind because after everybody said that it's an easy chase. 2 wickets have fallen. Sajir, one of 2 balls, Mahatma says, haha, Pyro is psycho. He's psycho because he's getting all of his
All the
predictions
predictions right.
correct. I think he
All
set
the
another
predictions
wicket
right.
this over and he's got another wicket. And all of a sudden,
And
if you look at the
Thundercats
win
are down
predictions,
56%.
if you look at the win predictions, Kritesh, it went from 12% for Thundercats to 56%
56.
in 5 balls or 4 balls, I should say. So
Yeah.
all of a sudden, Mahatma and Mairala's predictions of it being an easy chase doesn't look easy anymore. It looks very difficult now. They need to get Rajdeep on strike. The new batsman coming into the attack, the left arm spinner. I did say, guys, once the left arm spinner comes into the attack against these lesser experienced batsmen, with the amount of wind getting a little bit of drift, it's just going to be so much harder. 4 over lap. I think he meant 4 overs left. No,
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
5 overs left.
Yeah,
Another
5.3 left.
great ball from Hussain. Guys, it's getting very interesting now. If you're not watching the game already, watch the game live on cricketlaunch.tv. I think you need to have
I
updates.
think Myra always asking what are the predictions. It is going to be 50-50, Myra. It is going.
Yeah, we said
not very
50-50.
easy prediction.
I think,
it is not an easy thing to predict
Yeah,
because
I still
we
back
have to-
Thundercats. I think so
Yeah, I
does
think-
Kritesh, and most of the
Yeah,
chat
I'm
still backs
also backing
Thundercats.
Thundercats, but
Yeah.
for Thundercats to win this game, they need to take a wicket. And
Yeah.
if Arabian Eagles don't lose any wicket, they still have chance to win this game.
Myrala, you need to
Yeah.
watch the game live. Just click the link in the chat. You can just watch the game live on cricketlaunch.tv. We have the score update
So the
there.
score
We have the
numbers,
fastest stream in the world there. So just click the link and watch the game live on Cricket Launch. I'll just tell you the score anyway. It's 132 for 6 in 15.3. This over so far, it's wicket, dot, and 1. Let's have a look.
Yeah.
Another
dot,
great ball.
dot.
It's another dot. Rajdeep is almost halfway down the track. Kritesh. He wants to get on strike, but he's unable to do so. Mahatma, are you still laughing? I think he was laughing a few balls ago, saying, "No way, bro." Are you still sure that there is no way, bro? 2 balls left in the over. Only one of the overs so far. Big shot attempted, no connection. There is a fielder there at Cow Corners. Just going to be a single. Deep mid wicket, I think, is more accurate of a fielding position there. It's just a single. And sorry, bro, says Mahatma. No need to say sorry, Mahatma. We've all been there when it comes to cricket predictions. But you need to consider, things like wickets and stuff as well. Are really well bowled to the, dangerous Ratish there. It's just a single. So just 2 runs of the over, Kritesh. I think, yeah, just 2 runs of the over. What a brilliant over from Hussain when his team needed him the most. After going for an expensive first over for 15 runs, he's come back and bowled a beautiful over. Easy chase
So
here,
Gogri
says
says
Mairala.
that I'm surprised Gokul is backing Thundercats. He generally supports the underdog. At this point, if you see, Thundercats are the underdogs.
Yeah, they are the underdogs at one point.
They are the underdogs.
I mean, I've been supporting Thundercats because I just thought that Thundercats would win the game from before the game started. Mahatma, I think Thundercats. I think Kritesh also thinks it's going to be Thundercats who's going to win the game. Pyro said Thundercats. He's been getting all of his predictions correct, and we have Santosh, probably one of the most dangerous bowlers in the league coming to bowl. He was a bit expensive earlier today, but hopefully he can pull himself back up to bowl really well. 133 for 6 in 16 overs. Again, Mairala, my friend, I think it's best if you just watch the game live on cricketlaunch.tv because obviously we keep talking to each other in the chat. We keep answering questions, asking questions. So we don't get to give out score updates, but you can just watch the game for free. It's like watching on YouTube for free, but without
That is
the
an
ads.
aerial shot as you speak, Gokul. Could be a 6, could be a wicket. I'm not sure. That is a 6. That is a 6. So now it is going to be 23
Top
balls,
edge,
30
Kritesh,
runs
top
required.
edge, but they get a 6. And all of a sudden now the favor goes from 58% for the Thundercats to 37% for the Thundercats. Almost every ball, the outcomes, the likelihoods is changing, Kritesh. How often do you see this? Everybody said it's going to be a one-sided game.
Every ball, the outcome is changing.
Yeah, everybody
The
said it's going to be a
previous ball,
one-sided
Thundercats
game,
are-
but it's definitely not a one-sided game. So guys, click the link in the chat. Watch the game live for free on cricketlaunch.tv. There's no better time to watch the game. And tell us who you think is going to win the game.
Yeah, please. It is like every ball that the thing is changing, and
Yeah.
you are.
Oh, it's in the air again. I think this could be a wicket, Kritesh. Oh, he's dropped it. It was the
it was
youngster.
good.
Unfortunately, he's dropped it.
Dropped
Has he
it.
dropped the game? Has he dropped the game, Kritesh?
No. The
Alan
game is
said
still live. The game
TC
is still on.
will win fluke 6. I agree. I think it was a top edge 6, but what an important catch that could have been, Kritesh, and he's ended up dropping it. A lot of pressure on the youngster. He took a couple of good catches so far, and
But
he's on the
ended up
catches.
losing it
Santosh
when they
is
needed
very,
it.
very upset with him. I think it's a bit unnecessary because there were more experienced players who dropped catches in the
Who
team.
dropping catches now? Yeah.
Let's have a look what can happen in this ball. It's just a single, again, a bottom edge. So easy chase here, says Mairala. Mairala, I don't think you watch a lot of cricket because there's 6 wickets down. There's 21 balls to go. If they lose one more wicket now, that of Rajdeep, they can't chase it anymore.
Ooh, that is another drop, Gokul. Another drop.
Oh my God! Back-to-back drops here, guys. They're dropping the game. This was a much more difficult, attempt, and it's just a single. But Santosh could have gotten a couple of wickets in this over. So Mairala, you should learn from Mahatma. He was laughing at the predictions from Pyro, and 2 wickets fell immediately. Could have been 2 more wickets this over, and they still need 27.
Another aerial shot, Gokul. Another aerial shot, but that ends up in no man's land. It's gonna be
Yeah.
another single. Back-to-back singles coming up. So many aerial shots
My
attempted.
God.
So could be wicket, could be single. Anything
Could be
can happen.
six.
Could be
Anything
boundary,
is
could be
yeah,
six. Yeah.
anything is possible. at
Anything
this
is
point,
possible
yes.
now.
But what I'm really excited to see is so many of these games nowadays in the Sulabiya ground in this Falcons Champions Trophy across the 3 divisions, going almost to the last ball or the last over. It's obviously very exciting to see. Again, with these singles and doubles, the prediction that's another aerial shot, and this time it's a 6, Kritesh. So
That is
very
a 6.
expensive drop catches. Santosh leaking runs in the end. He throws his cap in frustration. Now the equation is 20 of 18.
20 of 18. Previous game it was 34 of 14 and they ended up chasing it. We have the main bowler coming,
Yeah.
guys. The youngster Jay coming into bowling. If he managed to take a wicket here of Rajdeep Singh especially, then Thundercats might have chance.
Yeah.
We'll see. Mairala says easy chase here. It is still not easy if you're 6 wickets down. So we'll see. Mairala. Still, there is like a huge battle going on. Even though Thundercats are 21% favorites, everybody still backing Thundercats.
Yeah, everybody except Mairala and Mahatma, I think, are backing Thundercats. No chance for the chase, says Pyro. I think it's a bit crazy to say there's no chance. Only 20 needed. But again, Mairala, what do you do if they lose Rajdeep's wicket now? 1 wicket. You're telling 20 needed, sure. But 1 wicket and they've lost.
It is
the
not
game.
like
Exactly.
the runs which are coming from Rajdeep are not like
Yeah.
very confident. Like
It's all
perfect
top
runs.
edges,
It is
drop
like all
catches,
top
3 overs,
pitches,
20
drop
needed.
catches. Yeah.
Yeah, but again, they're not. It's not like it's Tim David batting. It's still a tailender who's just swinging at everything, who's batting. And if they lose a wicket now and a couple of dot balls, and they've lost the game. This over game close, says Mairala. Maybe got a single. Now Ratish on strike. He goes after a big
Another
shot.
six.
It's in the
Another
air,
six.
and it's
That
a
is a six.
big 6. And now I think
That is
it's
a
fair to
six.
say that the chase will happen, but something in me, Kritesh, is still telling me that they probably won't chase this in the end. After so long, I have seen a team close the gap. Usually the chasing team in the evening games end up throwing it away in the last couple of overs. So I think it's to do with
with
the
13 runs required of
much
15
better ball,
balls.
much better ball. Yeah. 13
It
of
is gonna
15,
be-
guys. 13 of 15. Keep putting your predictions in the chat, guys. 66% still favoring Thundercats. What are your thoughts on that, Kritesh?
Maybe.
Oh, it's an
They'll end up
outside
losing.
edge. It's just going to be a
Just
single.
just a single.
Keeper
just a
not
single.
able to react in time. Could have been a catch there as well.
Brings the danger man on strike. So sorry, it is the other guy on strike.
Marala, I think you're a few balls behind. We saw the 6 a couple of balls ago. You need to get on cricketlaunch.tv and watch the game. Oh, it's another outside edge dot ball. So the game's not
Dot
over
ball,
yet.
yeah.
A wicket this ball, Kritesh. 12 of 12. 3 wickets left.
Or you know what? You need a single of this ball. I don't
Yeah.
need a wicket. I need a single. Oh my God,
Ooh.
that might be a 6. That might be a 6, Google. That is a 6. Good shot to six. So now 6 runs required of 12.
Yeah,
2
big
overs.
shot, big heave from Radish getting in on the action. He's flexing his muscles there. Kritesh. He's showing if Rajdeep can hit, Ratish can hit even
Also,
bigger.
yeah.
So much needed six for himself, for some confidence. He's building it. Mahatma laughing. I think again, you guys are getting a bit overconfident now. I know it's only six to win. Thundercat clowns as Mahatma. Again, I think you guys are just getting a bit overconfident. 1 wicket now, and the game can change. They still only have 3 wickets left after that. If they are able to get a wicket, I think the previous over is where the game changed, Kritesh. 2 drop catches in that Santosh over basically took the game away from them, unfortunately.
You know who they should bring now? They should bring Kabir. They should bring
Yeah.
Kabir. Why are they bringing Santosh? He is the expensive man you got. He is the expensive man. Either you bring in Kabir. He has got an over left. Or you
Yeah.
can even trust Srinivas at this point, I would say. Please, no Santosh. I don't want Santosh. Ooh, that is an aerial shot. Could be a wicket. Could be a wicket. Could be a wicket. Please, please, please. Take it. Rajdeep.
Oh,
Rajdeep
there is a
scored.
twist in the
Rajdeep
tail.
scored.
Twist in the tail.
Scored.
Simply
Rajdeep
announces flute.
scored.
Simply said something. Oh my God, guys, this is crazy, crazy. Another wicket. Is it possible? Is it possible?
Good bowling Gokul from
Yeah,
Santosh. Great shot delivery.
Santosh showing that if you guys take catches, I can win you matches. He had 2 drops in his previous over, and the tension is back on. Mahatma, are you laughing? Mairala, are you laughing? Bolata, easy chase. 17 ball 41. What a brilliant innings though from Rajdeep. Changed the game's trajectory all on his own. But I think it's still close. People still voting in the chat. I think it's 50-50 predictions coming through in the chat on the poll. So a lot of people in the poll still watching, still predicting their outcomes. I
Thundercats
think it's
to
very
win.
close.
Yeah. Another wicket, maybe. No. Ooh, that's a quick single between the wickets.
Much needed.
I think that is a leg by. It could be a leg by. No, I think that is a
They'll probably
batting
run
by.
for everything. Yeah, it's inside edge. They'll probably run for everything at this moment. But I feel like you just need to feel everybody inside. If they want to go for a big shot, let them go for a big shot. Why not? Keep maybe somebody at square leg or deep mid wicket, somebody at long off.
So
I think
actually
just
speak,
bring everybody else inside.
we have the next game's toss done, and it is going to be Kashmir batting first against the challenging stars, I think. Yeah, challenging stars. So it is going to be a pretty great game, I would say. It is going to be a bit one-sided. Kashmir are the better
It's
team.
another single, Kritesh.
Yeah,
Another
as we
single.
speak, that is a single. I think now the game is done, guys. Still, yeah.
Is
Yeah,
it
still,
done? Is it done? They still
no.
need
Maybe
4
still-
runs.
Yeah.
4 runs and only 3 wickets. I remember a few years ago, a lot of years ago, Malinga versus Australia, South Africa was actually, he got 4 wickets in that last over. It's a good ball from Santosh, dot ball, nearly getting the outside edge of Irshad there. Again, Irshad probably has to survive the next 2 balls. And that means last.
Ooh, that has gone between the fielders. If it had gone straight to the fielders, it would have been. I think they were running for 2. They end up taking 2 there. Easy 2 there. So 2
Could have
runs
been
needed
another
off.
wicket there, Kritesh. It could have been another wicket. If there was another wicket there, it would have been an incredible last over for us to watch. I think the problem again was the previous Santosh over where he ended up giving away 2 sixes and 2 drop catches.
That is the only
Con
reason.
win is the question. I think there's only one answer. I think now
It is
Arabian
Arabian
Eagles
Eagles.
have to win. I think it's almost like they've thrown the game away, Thundercats. They were in a really good position around that 14-15 over mark and a great innings from Rajdeep. Almost taking away all
1
that
run
great
required
effort.
as a last
Yeah.
over, guys. I think it is almost
Good to get a
there.
hat trick, Kritesh. Super over, Kritesh. We had a super over a couple of days ago. I think it was Samir in the chat who was predicting a super over, I think in the second over of the match. And it was ended
Yeah, he got it
up
right.
being a super over. So maybe, just maybe.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. I think they've given it to Kabir now. What is the point?
Yeah.
What is the
There's
point?
no logic. They should have given it to Kabir. Long back Can he get a hat trick, Ritesh? I think that's the $1 million question.
Yeah, he has not taken any wickets so far in this game, and he has been very, very economical, having bowled 3 overs, given away only 14 runs. So he is expecting a wicket. He needs a wicket for the performance he had given today. So anything could happen. 3 wickets is what we need. First ball. That is a win for them. That is a win. That goes, I think, to the boundary there.
Yeah.
Doesn't go to the boundary, but they end up winning the game. Arabian Eagles win the game. We hope
90
Mahatma and Mairwala are
Mairwala.
happy. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed the game. So, as they finish this game and wind up, we have another match coming soon. So, quickly we'll take a break and we'll catch you guys soon. Please
Yeah,
join
thanks.
for the next game. It is going to be interesting. I think first innings we are expecting more than 200 runs. I am telling you now.
Thank you, Better for Life. I think Better for Life joined us all the way at the end. You guys just keep an eye on the cricketlaunch.tv website for all of the updates for the second game, so that you don't miss out on any of the action there as well. And we'll catch you guys once the innings begins for that game as well. If you have any questions, obviously do let us know once the YouTube stream starts, and we'll be more than happy to get back in touch with you. Gogri says a lot of people lost money. Again, I think that's why we don't really promote gambling on our channel. We just do this for fun, for predictions, to keep the games entertaining. But thank you so much, guys, for joining in for this first game. Please feel free to join for the next game as well on our YouTube channel, as well as on cricketlaunch.tv, so that you don't miss out on any more action from the Falcons Champions Trophy in Kuwait. Thank you for your time, guys, and hope to see you soon.